to tonight's game, where the Ridgeline Falcons take on the University Titans. Here are your hosts, David Sitton and Ethan Rumpler.
Hello, friends. Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. My name is David Sitton, and alongside me is my partner, Ethan Rumpler. Tonight, the Ridgeline Falcons are away, taking on the University Titans. The Falcons are coming into this game at 2-4, while the Titans are 3-3. This is a big game for both teams. Rumpler, tell us a little bit about this U-High football team.
Well, David, there's a lot to say about this U-High football team. Starting with the defense, they have a very dominant defense that caused many disruptions in the backfield. Number 2, Jackson Biscara is misleading many quarterbacks in the GSL, getting in front of their targets and having 3 interceptions on this season. Another key aspect of this U-High defense is number 33, Jackson LaFleur, who is a senior on the dominant D-line, causing many tackles for loss, which we have seen throughout every U-High game throughout this season. Another great point about this team is their outside passing ability. At the helm, quarterback number 12, Aiden Sator, who has the ability to get massive yards downfield and just causing big drives. One of his favorite targets, a young talent here, number 4, Grant Peterson, who is a wide receiver, who's been a very key aspect and is one of Aiden Sator's number 1 targets here on the season. Another great point about this team is their over-the-middle pass coverage. The D-line and the linebackers get to the QB quickly, forcing the opposing quarterbacks to make quick decisions and ending up throwing in coverage and giving up many interceptions to this U-High defense. David, what would you see about this Ridgeline team?
There's a lot to say about this Ridgeline team, to start, their passing game. Ridgeline is one of the more pass-heavy teams in the GSL. Last week, they had a lot of great drives against Meade where they sustained and held onto the ball for longer periods of time by passing the ball, getting first downs, and moving the ball like that.
Absolutely.
Both this team has really good quarterbacks, with both of them being extremely effective and playing like great starters. It's been a really competitive race between the two of them, but not just the quarterbacks, their targets. Their receivers are playing really well. Last week, they had a huge help with Riley Owens and Henry Rogers stepping in and making great plays. They played really, really well, and over the season, they've only gotten better, and they've got great receivers in every position. Jamison Murphy, obviously, has been doing great things for Colton Peel, and he's been getting a ton of targets, been the wide receiver 1 on this team. But it's not just the receivers or the quarterbacks, it's the O-line. Ridgeline's O-line is absolutely dominant.
One of the biggest.
It's a force on the field, and they've been doing a great job of not allowing the quarterback to get pressured, to get sacked, and making these throws thought about and doing great jobs of hitting open receivers and looking at all his reads. But then this defense. Ridgeline is a really, really great defense, having great pass coverage with corners and linebackers. Every DB position on this field is really skillful, having multiple interceptions via that way. And then the linebackers. The pass coverage has been great, disrupting lots of passes, but then also the ability to get to the ball extremely quickly, blowing up runs, and making quick plays. Quick plays, Ridgeline's been doing a great job of on offense and defense. Like I said, defensively, Ridgeline's been doing a great job of getting to the ball, swarming, making people know that they're there, not allowing offensive runs to the outside or up the middle, also forcing quick throws. The Ridgeline offense has been doing a great job of making quick throws. They've been targeting the line of scrimmage on these swings, on these outs, and they've been gaining big yards by these quick throws and moving the ball really effectively that way.
Absolutely agree, David. What are some important things about this game?
This is a huge game for both of these teams. I mean, tonight is U-High's homecoming, so that's one of the biggest nights of the season for them. But not only that, they're playing Ridgeline, one of their biggest rivals. They've had lots of transfers. Ridgeline last year had Coach Doug James and also Jamie Fitzgerald, who are both incredible coaches at Ridgeline, who's now the offensive coordinator, and Doug James, offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, offense being Doug James and defense being Fitz.
Also, a former Falcon, Noah Garcia, who used to be a starter for the Falcons last year, is now one of the starters for this U-High defense. I'd love to see a little out of him for this game. It's great to see him back on the football field, and can't wait to see. And David, anything else?
Well, yeah, Noah's been doing great. He had an interception against Cheney, I believe. We'll pause for this.
U-High band here. Can't wait to look in this game. We have 3 minutes left on the clock before we see some action. We're going to see the team start lining up for some kickoff, and yeah, I can't wait to see.
This is going to be a good game. I've been talking to some of the U-High players, some of the Ridgeline players. They're both coming into this game with so much aggression.
A lot of morale.
They really got something to play for here. This is one of the biggest games in the season for Ridgeline as of right now. If they win this game, being 3-4 is extremely big. And then, U-High is fighting for a winning or a losing record tonight. Paired with it being their homecoming game, paired with players and coaches coming from Ridgeline and vice versa, it's going to be a really good game. And Rumpler?
I'm just really excited for some football tonight. It's a beautiful Friday, Friday night lights, baby. Can't wait to just see some good football here. As we see, number 6, Noah Garcia down the field, who we talked about earlier as a former Falcon,
Yeah, Noah's been a leader on this U-High team. Being that it's only his first year, Noah's a senior on this team, but he's had interceptions against Cheney, and I believe another one. I'm not sure what team, but he's been doing a great job of making the quarterbacks hesitate on their throws by being extremely well in his pass coverage. But then this Ridgeline team, this game is really important. I've been talking to him. The morale's high. Looks like the offense is going to be trying to shift things up a little bit, try to make different plays, change the playbook around a little bit, and move the ball, sustain drives, do a better job at holding on to the football.
Loving all the pink I'm seeing from this Ridgeline team in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The month of October is for breast cancer, so are our cheerleaders in the back supporting. If you look at the student section, we have lots of people showing up, staying warm on this cold night. Just ready for some great football.
Yep. The student section looks like they're loving it. Ready to watch some high school football. Ready to support their high school. Should be great. You can see the U-High starters running on the field right now.
It looks like they have a little bit of a tradition here with a little tunnel.
Looks pretty nice. Number 44. Aiden Limewool runs on the field. Number 23. Jordan Breeden. There he is. Number 6, big man. Yeah, this will be a big game for Noah, I'm sure. Playing 3 years at Ridgeline, getting to love the coaches, the program, and then coming over here and having a great senior year. This should be a great game for Noah.
Yeah. We see it a lot in college football and the NFL. Players coming back to their old teams.
It's a little more personal in high school. You're playing for the love of the game. You're not playing for a paycheck or trying to impress people or the coaches, but just playing for the love of the game. I'm sure that Noah has a lot of plans coming into this, trying to make an impact and show the coaches what they could have had he stayed.
Looks like we are going on the field for kickoff. So we will be starting in this next couple minutes here, folks.
Looks like Ridgeline elects to kick off to U-High, and they will receive the ball in the second half. And Jamison Murphy is the kicker on this team. He is a backup to Braxton Dickerhoof, and he's been playing the most recent games, but he's doing a great job putting the ball where it needs to be. He's made field goals, PATs. Jamison's been a great backup kicker for this Ridgeline team. U-High is just trying to discuss their plan on returning. I'm pretty sure U-High in the past has had a couple of trick plays, maybe not this year, but in years prior.
Oh, yeah.
They've had a lot of shifty maneuvers that I remember while playing them.
Oh, yeah. Back in our day, David, when we used to play it, they were one of the trickiest teams just based off of some of the silly plays.
Yeah, a lot of reverses, a lot of pitches, I guess, just getting the ball to different people who initially catches it and really tricking the team. But I'm sure that this Ridgeline special teams unit has been prepared for that and been watching that.
And we are off. The game has started with the first kick of the game.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
There's the trickery.
There's the trickery.
Hands off to number 2, who runs up the 10 and is tackled around the 16-yard line.
There's Jackson Biscara, who I talked about a little bit in the beginning of the game. The senior who has the most interceptions on this team. There's lots to see out of him tonight.
It looks like they're including him in a lot of things. It looks he'll be yeah, been doing a great job on defense, and obviously you can see the coaches there putting him in and trusting him enough to try to make the return on that one.
He's also a wide receiver on offense as well. So he's on every side of the ball.
Yeah,
we saw him on the kickoff. We saw him on defense, and now we're seeing him on offense. So a lot to see out of this kid. We have the U-High Titans at around the 17, starting their first drive.
Let out by number 12, Aiden Sauter. And it's a pass on the first play to number 2, right back-to-back. Quick play, not quite a first down, about an 8-yard throw to Jackson Biscayne.
He looks like he's a very, very important part of this team here.
Yeah, sure.
But another player who's
and they're right back into it. They're not taking any huddle. They're just going. I wonder if U-High's been trying to do this. That's a quick throw to number 2, which U-High hasn't been doing a ton this season. What a great run.
What a fantastic run by Toby Thornburg, who has been the leading running back on this team. He's really just great at getting up the field, and he's quite the aggressive running back, running into people and getting as many yards as he can.
Absolutely. We've seen a lot of film on him, Rump, and he's been killing it this year. Another handoff. Oh, and it's whistled dead. It looks like a defense is signaling a jump on the offense.
Let's see what the ref has to say here.
But this U-High team, they've been doing a really good job of just powering the football forward. And you gotta give credit to Doug James, offensive coordinator. Me, Rump, and I know him. He loves just running the football.
Oh yeah.
Up the middle. Making the defense pay for their mistakes, and he's been doing a great job all season long. And when they do pass, they've been liking to target the outside, as Rump mentioned earlier, really throwing to number 4, really spreading the ball around to the corners of the field and tricking defenses like that. But as you can see, the very first play of the game is a quick slant route to number 2.
A couple new players hitting the field here. Let's see what they do.
2nd and 4 for the U-High Titans. Number 22 in motion, takes a snap, hands off to number 22. And a first down for the U-High Titans.
That was a nice little play there. Like we said earlier about the little trickery. It was a nice little motion into a sweep. Little sweep, and got the first down.
Yep, tackled by number 49, Evan Anderson. We saw a lot of that sweep in the pregame of the U-High Titans. They've been working on that, but we haven't seen it a ton this season. But they're probably switching things up. Some of the U-High coaches, the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator, know the calls of Ridgeline, so I'm excited to see what they do with that.
This Falcon defense is doing a really good job of letting them get a couple little yards, but they've been just moving slowly up the field, doing pretty good.
Sure. Yeah, just holding the little Danes. You can see Ridgeline here swarming at the ball really effectively. They're really, really great at that. Not letting a running back break a tackle or a receiver break a tackle, just swarming at the ball.
Like I've said about this defense, they flow like water.
They flow like water. Absolutely, Rump. Number 22 in motion again. Number 12 takes a snap and he throws it deep to the outside to number 4, and it is caught. Beautiful play by number 4, Grant Peterson. What a throw and what a catch. Just late hands on that. You can see what a beautiful throw. In coverage is number 21, Tony Rodriguez, just in the bucket. He puts his hands up late and just grabs it. Number 12, he's been doing a really, really great job. Aiden Sauter, of the deep throws that he has are being moon balls like Russell Wilson, and putting the ball really, really high and allowing it to land just in front of the receiver, just like how we saw there.
And these Titans have been moving really quick. Play after play after play, not really settling down. They've just been playing some quick football, trying to get into that end zone.
Yep, and Grant Peterson, who made the catch there, is only a sophomore who's been doing great things. He has the most receiving. There he is again.
More trickery, and it's
a touchdown. Number 4, Grant Peterson. Great play. Quick little slant right there. He gets by the DB, and he's into the end zone.
Great drive from Grant here. Had that catch, and right after has a nice little play into the end zone.
As I was saying, you can see exactly why number 4, Grant Peterson, has the most receiving yards on this team. It has some of the most receiving yards in the GSL. Does a great job of making big impacts. He's deadly with the ball in his hands. He's deadly without the ball in his hands. He's been doing great blocking, and we'll see the extra point as number 42 lines up to kick.
They're going for the one, number 42, Cole Hubble.
and it's good. 7-0. U-High is leading over the Falcons.
Still got 8 minutes on the clock, so
A quick drive, just a 3.5 minute or 3-minute, 18-second drive by the High Titans, and Ridgeline will prepare to come out or receive the ball from the U-High's kicking team.
this U-High crowd is really hyped. We can hear them all the way from up here. We can feel the vibrations. They have people down there running the flags, getting all hype. They're really excited for this game.
I have to say, like a big game being homecoming, but this is one of the largest crowds I've ever seen at a high school game in the GSL. It really looks like they're loving it. The crowd's getting into it. There's lots of cheerleaders. Being homecoming, I'm sure that this means a lot to them. And what's not to love? You're up 7-0 with only less than 4 minutes taken away from the clock. I bet this U-High crowd is really getting excited to watch 4 quarters of football.
Kicking off are the U-High Titans. They're kicking off to the Ridgeline Falcons.
Lining up on the right hash, number 42, who just hit that PAT, comes out here to kick off. We got number 18, Jamison Murphy, in the backfield to receive, paired with number 21, Tony Rodriguez, who we just saw playing corner.
Hubble with the kick. Again, supporting pink for cancel right as well.
There we go. Making sure everyone's ready, and the kick is off. Number 42 to number 21, Tony Rodriguez.
Rodriguez with the
Catches the ball around the 15, and he makes it all the way to the 27 or 28 around that one.
Good kickoff return there, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. He took what he can on that one. He ran into a couple defenders and fought through it a little bit, and he brought his team out to the 28.
Here we see the Falcons on offense for the first time tonight.
Led out by number 12, Colton Peel. There's been a quarterback battle between the two, but Colton's taking the start tonight. We'll see how this plays out for the Falcons.
And all of our linemen, as I can see, are healthy and ready to go.
Actually,
no injuries.
Not true. Braden Crest, who's having an ankle sprain. Great run by Colton Peel for about 8 yards on that one. A quick quarterback draw. That's a great first play. We haven't seen a quarterback draw a ton in this Ridgeline team, but what a way to start the drive. Braden Crest, who's had an ankle injury, was the right guard for this Falcons team, and now it's sub for Anthony Goodwin with Jaron Jones back in.
I see.
Quick catch by Henry Rogers. First down. He's brought down around the Ridgeline 45.
Great catch there by Henry.
Yeah, great quick throw by Colton.
Colton sees. He's looking for his options. Sees his man open. Nice first down.
Yep, Ridgeline's been doing a great job targeting the swing. You can see number 18 on that one, Jamison Murphy, run the swing route, and he doesn't get the ball thrown to him, but that's been happening a lot. So great job by Colton to see that and hit the target upfield, who is very open. Deep ball to number 5.
Intercepted by number 16.
And he's taken down by the 30 by Anthony Goodwin. What a pick by number 16. Way to turn his head around.
Salil Young with the pick. First pick of the night. Great turnover by this U-High defense. As we talked about earlier.
Puts him in great position, too.
And great position, but we've seen a lot out of this U-High defense. So it's not very unexpected, but it's sad to see our Ridgeline Falcons drive being stopped.
Yeah, it was just wasn't there. The read wasn't there. Number 5, if he had him a couple steps on him, but just a little slip up by number 12, Colton Peel, leads to the pick, and the U-High Titans, led by number 12 as well, coming back out onto the field, starting at the 30-yard line.
12 versus 12.
12 versus 12. Quick
22.
handoff to number 22.
Got a couple
Fights
good
for a couple
there.
yards. Duncan MacArthur with the handoff, or gets the handoff. Fights for 2 or 3 yards on that play.
I mean, you folks at home, you can hear this crowd through, the recording, and like I said earlier, it's pretty loud.
Yeah, I mean, we're up here shaking in the booth. You can hear it. They're loving it. Starting at now, they're at the 28. The Ridgeline's 28 going in, and they're feeling good. 7-0. What's not to love here? Number 12 takes a handoff, hands it quickly to number 8.
brought down by number 30.
He does his best to stay up though, and he fights for what looks to be a first down. Great, great effort though by number 8 to not go down on the first contact and fight through a couple tackles and gain a couple extra yards, which may be huge, which did lead in a first down for the U-High Titans.
We did see a little more trickery there. They had a couple movement in the backfield and just made some plays. I've been seeing the O-line moving around.
Hands it off to number 8 on the outside, and he's gone.
And he is
in for the touchdown. Number 8,
Toby Thornburg.
Quickly gets around the edge. He sees his block, and he gets around the block, just up the middle, scores, fights through a little bit of some contact there by number 49, Evan Anderson, and he gets into the end zone.
One thing Coach James really loves is running the football.
Absolutely.
And we see there a successful run into the end zone by Toby Thornburg, who's been a key part of this offense. We've seen a lot out of him this season. Just been a great player, great aggressive player.
And it's blocked.
Blocked by the Ridgeline punt team.
PAT team.
PAT team.
And the score will be 13-0 Titans Ridgeline.
This team, will take what it can get. They had an interception on their offensive drive, but they did have a blocked PAT there. Points matter.
But that has nothing to do with team. You're not taking what you can. You got an interception and you scored. I don't know if you can ask for much more than that. Besides, I guess, the kick, but that's not entirely on this Ridgeline offense or this U-High offense.
Oh no, it's on Ridgeline.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, sure. Points matter. Yeah, going on the sideline, feeling good, blocking the PAT. I'm liking that for Ridgeline as well.
Morale could be a little down now, down by 2 scores.
Right here, just 2 minutes later, kicking off, 2 minutes and 20 seconds later, kicking right back off to the Ridgeline team, number 42, who just had his kick blocked, comes out here to kick it off. Returned last time by number 21, Tony Rodriguez. He is still down there, paired with Jamison Murphy.
It is wobbled.
This time picked up by Jamison Murphy, bounced first. He gets around 1, he gets around 2, and he gets tackled there around the
22-ish, I'd say.
Well, the 12.
Is it?
Or sorry, no, the 17. Excuse me, sorry. 17 going in. Number 12, Colton Peel, comes right back out on the field. Talking to Jamison Murphy there. Jamison's been Colton's favorite target on the season, and it's for good reason. Jamison's been doing great things this year. He's had a great season, great plays on defense, offense, special teams. You can see him return the kick there. And he takes a snap, looks at the sideline, throws batted down.
Batted down by this D-line. Like I said, this D-line is very aggressive. Some great first steps, and as we can see,
just gets his hand in there.
He jumps up, gets his hands in there, and blocks it down.
Dude, it is something here with this U-High crowd.
Is there an earthquake here?
We are shaking.
Do we have an earthquake here in Spokane?
U-High is loving this football so far. 22 runs out onto the field.
22, who we saw had some great plays out on the offensive side of the ball, is now coming in at the linebacker position, I believe. Yep. Oh, where's the safety? I can't tell. Can you tell, David? Let's see what the ref says. Survey says.
Looks like if it was a false start on Ridgeline, it was on number 59, Jared Jones, who hasn't been playing O-line for the last 2 games. His spot being filled by Anthony Goodwin, who has been injured was injured the first bit of the season and is now back in, but because of the injury, he's filling another spot.
Offsides, Ridgeline. Jared, unfortunately, with the little offsides, I believe that this D-line might have been playing a little trickery, trying to get him to jump, and they were successful.
Yeah, sure. Tough position here for Ridgeline. Playing from your own 12, that's not something you want to do. 2nd and 15 here for Ridgeline.
Let's see what Colton Peel can do here.
Number 22, Jackson Feeser in motion, and he quickly throws it away. Number 23 is in his face almost instantly. Couldn't tell if that was a screen or not, but it didn't seem like it was.
Like I said, this U-High defense is just really great at getting in the backfield and pressuring that quarterback, making them to lead to split decisions. And as we can see there, Colton decided to just throw it to the ground.
Yeah, U-High is a great defensive front. You know, a great defense as a whole. You can see number 16 with the pick. Good protection. Colton looks deep, stapes a pocket, runs outside, directing traffic, and he throws, and it is caught by number 5, Tyson Olsen. Great play, going just to the 46 of Ridgeline's field. What a throw.
No, that was a fantastic play by both Colton and Kyson
I
and
mean,
the O-line. You know, gave him plenty of time to make that pass.
Beautiful throw by
really
Colton
saved
Field.
this drive.
Absolutely. I mean, you're on the run, outside the pocket. There's a defender directly behind you. He's just absolutely wanting to take your face off. And he stays collected, makes a beautiful throw to number 5, Tyson Olsen, who has a great catch. Hands off for about 4 yards there. Jackson Fieser is a sophomore on this team. He's been doing a great job of being a power back. He's had great games in the past, and he's been doing a great job of getting the handoff and just, you know, doing a sustaining drive.
That's a quick pass to Kyson Olsen, who almost breaks the first tackle, but is brought down after the second guy comes.
Looks like it might be. It's either
Almost
it's right
first.
on the line.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They are checking
And they're
it
moving the
out.
chains. It's a first down for Ridgeline.
Great.
Second catch for Kyson Olsen on the night. 2 great catches you could see there on that one. It was a quick turnaround for him, and he grabbed it, and he fought for a little extra yard. Ridgeline will be going from their the U-High's 55 now. They're in positive territory, cross midfield.
Nice little
quick throw to
pass.
Henry Rogers. Playing from the slot, a quick little slant on that one, and he gets another Falcons first down.
Oh, yeah.
This is what we like to see. You know, Ridgeline's moving the ball really, really well here. That's what they've been trying to do. That's what they talked about all week. They're just trying to make safe throws, make smart
I mean, he
decisions.
almost broke out there from the tackles and almost just ran it in.
Yeah, and Henry's the type of guy that can do that.
Oh,
Henry's,
yeah.
6'2", extremely athletic. You know,
yep.
he's got a great build for a wide receiver. You wouldn't be surprised if Henry breaks 6 tackles and goes out and scores a
Nice
touchdown.
little motion by number 18.
A little jet sweep there by number 18, Jamison Murphy. But there is a flag on the field, thrown right as the ball was snapped in the backfield. Looks like a false illegal shift on the offense.
Unfortunate. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 15 for the Falcons. We see on the field Coach Olsen and Coach Lambo calling in the plays.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking what this Ridgeline team's doing. Not many runs, but you know you don't see a lot of runs from Ridgeline, especially when they're playing well, when they're moving the ball great. They're passing. You know, Ridgeline's a passing team, as we all know, and they're doing a great job of doing that tonight. Quick throw to Henry Rogers there for the first down, and they're playing from their 40 or from U-High's 42. Good protection, and he goes
Great
deep.
time.
Oh, 16, Riley Owens, who had it. You know,
You saw that. He almost had that right in his left hand.
good throw. You know, Riley right there, you
Almost
can see
brought
it
it down.
completely had it. But that's a hard play to make it receiver, to turn your entire body around and pull that one in. But that was a great play by number 12, Colton Peel, to see that spacing and to hit him on the outside.
I saw the potential.
2nd and 15 for the Falcons on U-High's 42-yard line, or 38-yard line, I suppose. Colton takes the ball, another draw, and he doesn't seem to get much.
Looks like he actually got a little negative yards there.
Yeah, started off hot and quickly went down. Great job by U-High's front. U-High is one of the better run defenses in the league. They have a great defense. Quickly making pressures on the quarterback and sacking the quarterback, but also making these irresponsible decisions by throwing to throwing lanes that aren't really there and doing a lot of good for this
Falcons
U-High
are
team.
lined up with 5 receivers on the field. Stadium shaking.
12. Good
Great
protection. Goes deep for the end zone. Oh! Almost PI by number 5.
Is there a flag on the field?
I don't know if they're going to call that.
I
Great protection
do not
by
believe so,
the
but that was
O-line.
on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, if anything, it's PI on Ridgeline. He just kind of pushes him over, but it looks like there will be no flag, and Ridgeline's punting unit will come out on this one. Jamison is lined up at their 49-yard line. and there is no returner for U-High, hoping that this one just goes right through the back of the end zone. Snap is good. Punt is off. Lands at the 10. Picked up
By Joel Carver.
Ridgeline's offense, or sorry, U-High's offense will come out starting at their own 10 or 11 yard line, coming out hoping to put another score on the board.
You know, not great positioning, but you know, they take what they can get.
Yeah, sure. And great, you know, that's a good drive by Ridgeline.
That was a good drive.
They started on their 12, wasn't it? Oh, at a 2nd and 15. Made a great throw to Tyson Olsen, but did a great job of getting down the field. Included lots of different weapons on the team. Throws to Riley Owens, Jackson Feezer, Tyson Olsen, obviously, Henry Rogers.
Just a couple penalties on that drive. Just
a couple penalties, you know, and that's I don't know about this drive, but that's crucial.
Fantastic tackle
by number 6.
Number 6.
Ryder
Cross.
Leader on this defense. He's playing middle linebacker, and he's done a great job. He's a junior on this team, and he's been an absolute leader. He's been blowing up plays, making great hits. He's leading the team in tackles on the season so far. Quick throw to number 2, and he's quickly swallowed up by Ridgeline's defense, which puts them at about a 3rd and 4, it looks like.
Not quite a first down just yet. 57.
See Jace Knoll, who's actually the second highest, has the second highest tackles on the team, right behind Ryder Cross. Number 21 looks like he's a little hurt, and we can see number 8, Mateo Penelope, run out onto the field. Lined up at the bottom of your screen there.
Let's see what we see out of Mateo. It
Snap,
is
hands off to number 8,
off.
and he's swallowed up by the Ridgeline defense. Great play by Ridgeline.
I'm loving what I'm seeing out of this defense tonight.
Yeah, sure. And, I mean, you can look at the down and distance on this play in particular. They see the run. They get there quickly. Forces a quick 3 and out for U-High, and they have to punt the ball right back to this Ridgeline offense and give Colton Peele another chance to get out on the field and score.
I mean, depending on where this kick goes, the Falcons are going to be in some great positioning either way. Either being a little outside of this U-High's field or a little inside half the field.
Snap is good. Punt is off. High kick to number Jamison Murphy, who calls a fair catch, and Ridgeline will come out on their own 49-yard line just near midfield.
Like I said, just a little bit outside of their half the field.
And they put it on the 50, just right at midfield.
We see Colton Peele coming back out. Can't wait to see more out of this quarterback here. I'm predicting a lot of passing here on this drive. You know, with some little runs, but they do have 2 minutes left in the first quarter, so I believe they will be throwing it.
Sure. And I'd like to see a little more running, actually. Give Jackson Feezer, who's had great games before. He's a strong runner, knows what he's doing with the football.
Pressure in the pocket.
Colton Peele runs out of the pocket. Quick throw to number 80, Henry Rogers, but it's incomplete. I don't believe that's a fumble. And if it is, it's recovered.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh my gosh, folks.
We
just had a great play right there.
I don't believe that's a fumble at all. It looked like it popped out.
It looked like he was down, but it was.
But he loses it.
He loses it.
And there's a little shuffle, and it does look like Ridgeline will take the ball with the fumble.
I believe so.
I thought that was an incomplete pass, personally.
Me too.
It doesn't look like the officials believe that, and Ridgeline will get the ball at their own 40-yard line. 10 yards short of what they just had. But the officials are talking. We'll see how it actually goes. Ridgeline's ball.
Every time something happens, they're just shaking.
Yeah, sure. You can see a little chant here for U-High. It is absolutely rocking the top of this box.
They are quite excited here today. I mean, come on. Homecoming tomorrow. Everyone's excited.
Men in black theme. A lot of these students are in their Sunday bests. Number 12 and the Ridgeline Falcons.
A little more deliberating on the field.
Yep. Number 12 and the Ridgeline Falcons will come out, starting at the 40-yard line, faced with the 1st and 10. Feezer still in the backfield. Quick motion for number 18, Jamison Murphy, and they run into each other, but there is a flag. That's a third penalty for 15 yards for the Falcons. Couple crucial mistakes. You know, after a play like that, you don't want to get out here and have false starts and illegal motions, but we'll see. Number 12, Colton Peel, a 1st and 15 on his own 35-yard line. Takes a snap. Quick throw to number 5,
Tyson Olsen, another catch on the game.
Just a quick outside throw to Tyson Olsen and a nice grab, but it looks like he's down on the U-High sideline.
Stumbling a little bit. Let's take a little ad break here.
Call him for the trainer. Uh-oh. Prayers for Tyson.
Arby's Restaurants of Spokane are proud to be a sponsor of the Greater Spokane League. Arby's, we have the meats.
Welcome back, folks. We have about minute 30 on this first quarter.
Tyson Olsen walks off the field. Looks like he's hurt pretty good. Tyson's a tough kid. I know you don't like to see that happen, but yeah, a minute and 30 left of this first quarter. Ridgeline has a 2nd and 9 after the quick, nice catch from Tyson, which put them in a much better position. Yeah, it slowly walks off the field. That's nothing you like to see.
Jamison Murphy checking in on his his fellow wide receiver there.
But you can see him walking off the field. That's all good. That's actually Coach Olsen's son, Tyson Olsen. So I'm sure that he's not liking that. Also, one of the more targeted receivers on this team, and for a reason. He's been doing an absolutely great job of catching deep balls, of being quick targets, of being available no matter what. Tyson's been a great target for Colton Peel and Marcus Mitrovich.
I mean, every time I see him on the field, I see white, 5, and no other numbers.
Sure,
so.
yeah, I mean, he's doing a great job at receiver. Number 23, Cannon Arnold, does come in for him. Lines up at the right receiver position, just right on the 40 at the bottom of your screen there. Colton Peel takes a snap. Protection is solid. Quick throw to number 80, Henry Rogers, who took the hit before and lost the football. For a quick,
we've seen that route out of Henry Rogers there a couple times.
And it's been very effective.
Oh, yeah. You know, even though he is covered, he's a very strong athlete.
Well, I mean, and you can see the hands there. He puts his hands in front of the football, makes a strong grab, possession grab, and gets a first down for the Falcons, crossing midfield, lining up at the U-High's 48-yard line.
Falcons have been moving up this field, doing good this drive. Looks like a motion.
Quick handoff to Jackson Feeser, who's quickly
fights to get upfield, but unfortunately is brought down by this defense.
First contact by number 33, Jackson Leffler.
Jackson LaFleur.
LaFleur, excuse me.
One of the key players on this defense. He's a senior.
Yeah, U-High's D-line has been doing a great job this season of swallowing up runs, as we can see there.
Especially their DNs. They're really fast and really great at getting back into the quarterbacks.
Colton Peel takes a snap. Goes, just ahead of number 23, Cannon Arnold. It's a good throw, good protection.
As we see, like I said with the defense, look how fast they get off there and almost into Colton Peel. But he is able to get the ball out, and unfortunately is not.
Just in front of number 23, who plays nickel for this Ridgeline defense and has been doing a great job.
Oh, yeah.
23, Cannon Arnold, has put a lot of work in the offseason, has become one of the highlights of this Ridgeline defense. He's had interceptions.
Looks like there is a flag on the field, David.
Fortunate.
I believe it is on the Falcons. Let's see what the ref has to say. A lot of deliberating on the field.
U-High is really making this Falcons offense throw the ball. You know, they've ran it a couple times and, a couple yards, but for the most part, they haven't had much. But unfortunately for the U-High team, Ridgeline is really strong in the passing game. And one of the better receiving core in the GSL, better O-lines in the GSL, and obviously can get the ball downfield through the air very effectively. Looks like the refs want to discuss a little bit more
Well, Colton Peel, like you were saying, is just one of the best weapons on this team. One of the best passers in the GSL. He's one of the top passers.
He's the fifth.
He's the fifth, yeah.
Fifth most passing yards
in the GSL
so far this season. I believe around the 750 mark on the season, which is really good. He's been really impressive. First year as a starter in high school, and he's been doing a great job. Last year, obviously, backed up Landon Gardner, who was an amazing quarterback, and he learned from that and is now doing great things with this Ridgeline offense. Looks like the captains are running onto the field, and I'm unfamiliar, or I'm unsure why, but let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Eastern Washington University, the region's polytechnic and proud supporter of our hometown teams. Papa Murphy's Pizza is proud to support the GSL, the League of Champions. At Papa Murphy's, we take Tuesdays seriously. That's why every Tuesday, you can get any large pizza, just $12.99. Pick up yours tonight.
A little bit of confusion on the field right now, as you can see both the entire teams running out onto the field after a quick word from the refs and the captains, all the coaching staff.
I don't particularly know what's going on in the field.
I can't say I do either. What I assume it is a little bit of, a personal foul on the Falcons. Probably a little bit of banter, a little trash talk between a couple of the players, which had to draw the coaches and team in. Just got to tell your players we can't be talking, can't be saying anything extremely negative. And it looks like they are, because faced with a 3rd and 25, about 25, 3rd and 26 almost. So, we'll hear word from that later, I'm sure. But as of now, Colton Peel and the Falcons are coming out with a 3rd and 25.
I mean, I believe we're going to see a large, deep ball here. Just the Falcons trying to get some yardage here.
If you want the truth rump, I think that they're just going to do something smart, not force a turnover. Sure. The U-High is obviously expecting a pass, but just do a quick play and then punt the ball off. As you can see, number 18,
and off to Jamison
Murphy on the jet sweep, and he gets about 7 yards on that play. Like I said, a quick play to get your punt team out there. Don't do anything stupid. You're down 2 scores. It's still a very manageable game for Ridgeline, so just trust in your defense and get them on the field.
And it looks like, folks, we are going into the second quarter, so we are going to hear a couple words from our sponsors.
This game is brought to you by Providence, your trusted healthcare, both on and off the field.
Back, folks. We are back with some more football. It is the second quarter. Titans leading 13, Falcons 0. We've been seeing a lot out of both defenses here in this game. Interception for the U-High Titans, and some just great plays out of the Ridgeline defense. And also offensively, both these teams have been moving the ball downfield and just creating some great drives.
Sure. They will be switching the field position here, now going the opposite way. The Falcons will be punting. See number 18, Jamison Murphy, running onto the field, just ready to kick the ball off. Number 4 in the backfield to return it, the sophomore. Yeah, a little bit of confusion on that drive. There was a lot of pauses, a lot of timeouts, and a lot of discussion between the refs, which ultimately led in the 3rd and 26, and that's never something you want to see as an offense. All of that field between the sticks.
We'll probably learn later today what that was about.
Yeah, sure.
For now, it was just a loss of yards for the Falcons, leading to a punt.
The refs did say personal foul on Ridgeline, but there's not a lot of context behind that. Number 18, Jamison Murphy, warming up his leg, getting ready to punt.
Some more chatting on the field.
Yeah, so it's been a good game though so far. U-High's obviously shown a lot of potential on offense, but this Ridgeline defense and this Ridgeline offense both have been doing well. We saw the really great drive last Ridgeline possession, and then also the 3-and-out by the defense for Ridgeline, which forced a U-High punt just to get the ball back, which they will be punting away right now. Teams lining up. The ref finally allows them to play. Jamison's punting from his own 25. It is off. It's a high punt. Lands.
Fair catch
at
signal.
The 30-yard line of U-High and picked up by number 23, Cannon Arnold. U-High will be coming onto the field with 80 yards to the end zone on their own 30-yard line. 70 yards to go. Excuse me.
You know, we've seen a lot of this U-High offense. They have gotten 2 touchdowns on the board so far. They've just been doing great, especially on the run game and just on their tricky plays. You know, they like messing with the defensive mind and just like mixing things up.
And when you run the ball as much as you do as U-High, you can throw. Oh, and there's a little bit of running around by number 4 on the outside, which draws.
Penelope is really excited about that one.
Yeah, Mateo's loving it. You know, he drew that play. It'll be a 1st and 15 for the Titans. But when you're running the ball as much as you do as U-High, it really allows you to throw to the outside. U-High, as you mentioned before the game even started, U-High has been really good throwing at the numbers. Been targeting number 4. That's why he has so many receiving yards on the season. He's been doing a great job of bringing in these passes for really, really long gains because of how much they run the football. And a quick handoff to number 8 there.
Toby Thornton with another carry, and he is swarmed by the Ridgeline defense and brought back to the line of scrimmage.
Good play by the Ridgeline defense there to swarm that one up. You got a 1st and 15. Now you're coming out of 2nd and 14. You know, that's a very aggressive play and a very promising play for this Ridgeline defense.
Aiden's tour in the backfield. Looks like they're switching something up.
A little communication between the sideline and the quarterback.
Doug James, offensive coordinator for this U-High team. Let's see what they drew up. And Sator
takes a snap,
gets the ball.
fakes a handoff, and he's quick outside to number 4 for the 1st down.
He was swarmed up, but still drove his legs and got the 1st down
Grant
for the
Peterson,
Titans.
You know, the number 1 target for this U-High team is, you know, been doing great things. You can see another 1st down there, fights for the yards, gets excited, and you can see the little celebration at the end there.
And folks, some good news for you. He is only a sophomore, so you have
Absolutely.
2 more years.
And another
of
deep
watching
ball
him.
to Peterson, and it is just out of the hands.
Touched his hands, but might have just been a wobbly ball.
And that's okay. You know, you can see here number 24, number 23, right in front of the throw. So that's hard as a receiver to see the ball all the way in when you got
off the
hands right in front of you like that. But I'm pretty sure U-High will forgive him on that one based on the great things that he's been doing for this team and will do for this team tonight and later on in the season.
2nd and 10 on the 41. U-High's ball. See what they do here. You know, the U-High's O-line has been doing pretty good tonight. Haven't seen a lot of pressures.
Especially with how good Ridgeline's D-line is. They've got a lot of sacks on the season. Quick handoff to number 22.
Great play there.
A little change of running back for the Titans. Putting in number 22. Duncan MacArthur for a quick handoff. Giving U-High a 3rd and about 4 for the Titans.
Still on their own half with a couple more yards to go until they get into Falcon territory. We see a little motion here.
Aiden Sauter runs outside the pocket, and he takes it. Oh, and he's quickly brought down. Good tackle by number 57 and number 23.
If we watch the replay here, as soon as he decides to run, look at the acceleration. I can see this QB being a massive threat on the run game.
Just short of a fourth down. It's about, fourth and inches really on this one. You got about less than a yard to go on this play. It does look like they'll be lining up to go for it or try to draw an offsides penalty on the defense. Student section is loving it. They're ready. They're ready to see their team, and they just go for it. Hand it right up the middle for the first
Obi
down.
Thornburg with the aggressive run, just driving his head down in the middle and getting as many yards as he can.
Absolutely. U-High will have a first down starting on Ridgeline's 41-yard line with 41 yards till the end zone. 44 with 44 yards to the end zone.
Some communication on the sidelines.
See number 4 lined up at the bottom of your screen. He's done a great job of bouncing around between all positions. He got targeted up at the top of the field.
Motion,
to the
number
camera.
2.
Hands off to number 8, who
Thornburg.
follows his blocks for about 6 yards on that one. A great play by number 8, Thornburg. Refuses to go down and just pushes up the middle for about 5 yards.
5.
Yeah. Second and 6, it looks like, for the foul or for
About
the
second and
Titans.
5, second and 6, somewhere around there. Aiden has been doing a great job leading this team offensively so far. He's been looking great, getting some nice passes in, some trickery in the backfield with some passes off, but some fake pass offs, some runs. Just doing a good job at confusing this defense. Let's see.
Two backs in the
22,
backfield.
MacArthur.
They fight for about 3, giving the Titans a third and 4, about a third and 4 here.
That's kind of the drive you want to see. Getting some good yards, and then on the third down, having 4 yards to go just gives them a lot of room to decide what they want to do.
Sure, yeah. It puts Ridgeline in a position where they have to decide if it's going to be a pass, going to be a run. They're very capable of doing both, as we can see. Number 4 lines up at the top of the screen, matched up against number 8, Mateo Penelope. And a fake handoff, an end around for number
Reverse
22.
sweep, great
and he
blocking.
gets it, and he's up the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line by
Some
Evan
great
Anderson.
blocking here by Grant Peterson. Wide receivers aren't just about catching the ball; they're
Sure.
also about blocking.
Yep, and Grant
that was
Peterson's
some fantastic blocking by
done
the
a great
sophomore
job
there.
of that. And being a sophomore, playing varsity football, that's something you got to know, and Grant Peterson clearly does. U-High will be fighting for a touchdown at the 20-yard line. They quickly line up and quickly snap the ball, and a quick handoff to number 8.
But he is swamped up by the defense.
Yeah, good play by the Ridgeline defense there to see how quickly they got to the line and anticipated the snap of the ball. Quickly bring down number 8.
Thornburg has been a major target this game, running the ball a lot down Ridgeline's throat and just getting some massive yards.
He's got 2 great running backs.
Oh, yeah.
Number 22 and number 8, they've been doing a great job. You can see number 22's just had a great run there, obviously with the trickery.
Little reverse sweep.
Yeah, sure. And U-High has been doing a great job of this. Number 4 now at the bottom of your screen. 2nd and 7 for the Titans. Quick.
It is little miss up in the backfield.
Taken down by number 49, Evan Anderson. With the
It looks
sack.
like there was a little handoff problem. Led the ball to hit the ground, but
Evan Anderson does not let him get around him. Brings him to the ground, and that'll be the first sack of the night, brought by number 49, Evan Anderson.
Evan Anderson has been a very avid leader on this defense. He's a senior. He's been on the team for about 3 years and has been a favorite on this defense.
Yeah.
Really aggressive, really great at reading the
Very
offense.
coachable guy. The coaches,
yeah.
Coaches love him.
Coaches love him.
You love to see what Evan does for this team, and also being a locker room guy that people like talking to and learning from. Number 8 is in motion, and some quick handoff to him. Brought down by number 49, Evan Anderson is there on the tackle again, but initial contact by number 23, Cannon Arnold. Great play by the Titans, putting them at a 4th down and
4th and about
3, I'd say.
3 or 4.
It's like a 4th and 3.
4th and 3. Let's see if they opt to punt.
Oh, there's a flag, though, on the field.
There's a
so
flag
that
for
play might get reversed. It does look like it is. It's going to get walked back for the Titans. Holding call on the Titans, and they walk it back.
For a 3rd and about...
Well, I don't believe they moved the football yet.
I'm trying to figure out... There we go.
10-yard penalty for the Titans. That's a big one.
It's going to be a 3rd and about 21 for the Titans here. Ball in 21. Got 21 yards to go. It's going to be 3rd down. Let's see what the Titans
Ball
want to
on
do.
31. 21 yards to go to the 10, which is where the first down marker is. So you get a first down here, and you're faced with a 1st and goal. But as a Ridgeline defense, you're liking this. You know, you anticipating the pass, but respecting the run. Got a 4-man front here, and they do roll out.
Drops
12.
back.
Quick throw, batted away by number 24, Joel Carver. Great, almost an interception. It was right in his face. Way to bat that one down and force a 4th down. You can see on that one. Just wasn't quite there. Joel gets his hands around it.
We did see an interception from Joel Carver in the game 2 weeks ago.
Shadle Park. Joel Carver, another senior on this team, another leader on this team, has been doing a fabulous job of bullying receivers, of tackling running backs. He's one of the more powerful kids on this team, of getting around the edge, of making big tackles, laying big hits, and as you can see, doing a great job of forcing incompletions.
Inside the game, he's a great player, but outside the game, he's a great person.
Sure.
Very, very lovable.
Yep.
Great locker room guy. Brings the energy.
U High will be punting the ball, it looks like, and the number 33 will be lined up at their 44-yard line.
The rest are having a little conversation on the field. Here's the student section down there. Looks like there was a penalty on the punt team.
Jeez, there's been a whole lot of penalties throughout this game.
Oh, yeah.
4th and 25 to go.
Still opting to punt the ball. Oh.
I think it's 4th and 35, actually. The snap is good. Punt is
very
high.
Very high.
Lands on around the 16-yard line of the Titans. Rolls to the 15, and they pick it up. Ridgeline will be coming out from their own 15-yard line. I was going to say, with the penalty, they had a little more room to punt the ball, but with such a high kick, it didn't. But it's still a good punt and still a good position for the Titans, putting Ridgeline so far in the backfield.
5 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock left in the second half. Let's see if the Falcons get some points on the board here.
Sure.
Got about 85 yards to go.
Ridgeline will get the ball to start the second half, so doing big things here.
Quickly brought down number 33, Jackson LaFleur, a big part of this defense. Just quickly got past his man on the on the offensive line and just wraps up.
Yeah, that was a great tackle by number 33. Quick handoff to number 22. It looks like they're trying to run the clock, I would think, a little bit. You got about 5.5 minutes now 5 minutes to get down the field. Oh, quick throw to number 16, Riley Owens, but he just wasn't looking. It was right there, too. Just behind him, if he has his eyes on the ball, it looks like a catch for first down, but it does stop the clock with 5 minutes and 1 second left to go.
3rd and 14 for the Falcons.
If Ridgeline can march down and score within the 5 minutes, that would be extremely crucial, because getting the ball back at half means you can score here, score there, and tie up extremely quickly, but that's a dream possession. Quick throw to number 18, Jamison Murphy.
Murphy.
Oh,
looks
like he was down, and the refs are.
Let's check the
calling
replay.
down.
I'm thinking he's down here.
Great throw by number 12. Yeah, it looks like he's. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Refs are calling him down by contact. There is no replay for them, so what they see kind of goes. But
Never mind. Unfortunately, it was picked up by the U High defense. Another turnover here. They are switching over to offense.
No, it just was, they said an incompletion, which something. But Jameson Murphy will be punting from his own end zone.
Yeah, it looks like it was an incomplete pass.
That's an unfortunate call for, I mean, I guess Ridgeline and U-High, because it could have been a huge gain for the offense and a fumble recovery for the defense. Second turnover of the night for the defense. Good
Great
punt
punt
by Jameson Murphy. Lands on the 41-yard line, bounces to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, and goes out at the 41. That's a great punt by Jameson Murphy. 60.
Coach Olson on the field. We see Grant Peterson, number 4, big part of this U-High team.
62 yards for a punt from Jameson Murphy. That's a great kick by number
Fantastic.
18. However, another flag on the play, or another flag on the field.
Been a lot of penalties during this game.
A ton of penalties. You know, you don't know if that's the players or if the refs are really just trying to get.
You know, David, I think it might just be the energy of this game. You know, these players are really excited, leading them to do a couple silly mistakes, but.
Yeah, Ridgeline's been, Ridgeline and U-High, both very competitive teams, both coming out on the field with a lot to prove tonight. So, the penalty looks like it will be on U-High, adding to the distance of the kick, I believe.
I believe so, David.
Personal foul against U-High.
That's the second personal foul of the night, David.
Yep, absolutely. I don't know if it'll be a 20-yard penalty, but we'll see.
Lots of energy during this game. As we can see from the stands to the field, just everyone's in high energy.
And it is a 15-yard penalty on U-High, putting them, just adding to the wonderful punt by Jameson Murphy. U-High will be on the field at their own 25-yard line, going forward 75 yards to the end zone for the Titans. You can see the Ridgeline student section, who's loving it as well. They're there. They're having a good time.
Let's see what the U-High offense opts to do here. Ref allows the play. Satur in the backfield.
U-High, quick handoff to number 8.
Thornburg.
Great way to stay with him by number 23, Cannon Arnold. Number 8 does a little quick move on him, but it does not show much of anything, which is quickly swallowed up there by number 23, Cannon Arnold. Great play by the junior. Second and 8 for the U-High Titans on their own 26-yard line.
Looks like they're going quick here.
Aiden Sauter lines up, takes a snap.
Sauter, quick pass to number 4, Grant Peterson.
Brought down quickly by multitude of Falcons. Number 49, Evan Anderson. Number 24, Joel Carver are both there on that one.
He just had a quick, turn around. Sauter saw his guy open and just quickly flung it to him.
3rd and 2 for the U-High Titans. Great play there by both number 12 and both number 4. Very, a lot of chemistry in that connection. You can see how much that they respect each other on that throw and the things that they're doing with that.
I predict here, David, just a quick handoff to number 8, Mr. Thornburg. And I was correct, and according to the stands, he got there, but
looks like it's held up here between both teams are saying they got it. First
which
down.
Means it is a first down, and they are quick playing it. The Titans are already set up and ready to go.
Before the chains are even put down.
It's going to be
quick snap to number 12, and he throws it down to number 4.
Peterson again with the target.
For a quick 4-yard gain, just a nice little out route for number 4. And he gets out there.
No, there's a reason why he's one of the main targets on this field. He's looking very athletic.
Very athletic.
Have we seen him drop a ball tonight? I don't believe so.
Well, we had that one, but it was in the face. So, hands in the face.
He's got some good hands there.
Yeah, he sure does. And number 24, Joel Carver, is loving this matchup, I'm sure. It's being competitive on both sides. You can see big hits by Joel. Number 8 runs up for a first down. Great aggressive run by number 8.
Another first down here for the Titans. Caused by number 8, Thornburg, who has been great at just getting up the field and getting them yards. It's a dangerous backfield there.
Yeah, it is. You know, you got two.
Another quick
lethal
setup by the
running backs.
Titans.
They got
22
minutes
in motion. MacArthur. It's a little rollout.
Quick throw, and it's just in and out of the hands of number 22, Joel Carver. A couple yards away from an easy interception.
A little rollout, a little over the head pass to 22, but unfortunately couldn't bring it down.
2 minutes and 40 seconds about to go in the rest of this half. U-High is trying to capitalize on the time they got and also take away from Ridgeline, but I'm sure their number one priority is to just put the ball in the end zone or get close enough to let their kicker do the work.
2nd and 10 for the Titans.
Takes a snap, quick handoff.
Thornburg, but he's quickly swallowed up by the Falcons.
Good tackle by number 7, Grayson Siegel there to really get around his ankles and not let him go.
You know, Siegel, a very, very, what's the word? Very key senior here on this defense. Been around. Used to be a quarterback, if you can believe that, David.
Yep. One of those loyal players on this team. He freshman year, I remember showing up with him. You know, being one of the only few on the team to dedicate himself to everything, and that's what you want as a player. Good quick throw by number 12 to number 2.
And he's brought out, and it is recovered by number 57, Jace Knoll.
Great play by number 57.
Oh, yeah, Jace.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Quick throw by number 12 to number 2, and he just continued to fight for the yards, and it just didn't work out for him. The Ridgeline Falcons will be here on about their own.
Jace was not going to let that one go.
No, absolutely not. Jace is an aggressive player, another senior on this team. And the Falcons will be coming out on their 42-yard line with about 58 yards to go to the end zone. They got less than 2 minutes to play, 1 minute and 59 seconds.
Little 2-minute drill here, David.
Little 2-minute drill, absolutely. Colton Peele and the Ridgeline Falcons coming out here to try to put some points on the board. Number 22, Feezer in the backfield.
Motion,
18,
Jameson Murphy.
And a quick handoff.
Oh, it's thrown. Oh, so close.
We have never seen that before for the Falcons.
That is a brand new play for the Falcons here.
You can see the replay. Number 18, Jameson Murphy steps
just
back
hucks
and
it down.
Lets one fly just a little bit short of number 23, Cannon Arnold. That's a fun play to watch. Jameson Murphy really loaded up on that one. You can see him just chucking it deep. That's a great play.
New play here by the Falcons.
Yeah, you've never seen that before. Like I said, the Ridgeline did say that they want to see a lot of new things on offense this game. That must be one of the things that they were talking about. They said we weren't allowed to talk about it too much, but that looks fun. But
I'm guessing that's why they didn't want us to talk about it, because they want to catch them by surprise.
You don't want anyone knowing about that. But
that was
just short. Number 23, Cannon Arnold. Good throw, good route, and he was open.
Wait, why are the chains going?
And it looks
there
like
a penalty?
Looks like a personal. Yeah.
Another personal foul from this defense.
Ridgeline will get 20 yards from that. It's almost like
it's a 1st and 10 on the 44.
Colton takes a snap. Quick handoff to Feezer, who runs up the middle for
like 1 or 2 yards.
I'd say, yeah, two or three
two
yards
or
on that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Not quite, but yeah, 2 or 3 yards on
2
that
or 3
one.
yards there.
It looks like the Falcons will have a 2nd and 8.
8. That.
Falcons already lined up with a running clock, minute and a half left
Quick
to go.
pass there to Cannon Arnold for the first down.
I believe it's Cannon's first name playing receiver as well, and out of bounds, so it does stop the clock with a minute and 24 seconds
Did he
left to
get
go.
in there for the first down? That is the question. He is in there for the Falcon first down. Cannon Arnold played a little receiver last year, I believe.
Yep.
But this year he's been
broke his finger trying to catch the ball.
From Lady Gardner.
Oh my gosh, U-High is getting loud.
They are getting loud.
They know what this game means, and they know what this drive is. Ridgeline's in a great position to get a quick score here. And
nice
a quick
little
screen pass to number 23, Cannon Arnold, for a back-to-back reception for about a 4-yard gain. That's not a terrible play by the Falcons.
This offense has been trying some new things here. Just switching things up.
Sure.
Thinking this U-High defense might be thinking,
And this Ridgeline team with their screenplays haven't been all that successful on this year.
No, not this season.
A lot of screenplays getting blown up very quickly, and not an extreme gain. It does look like it's only about 2 yards instead of the 4 I said. But, a positive gain instead of a negative one, or getting blown up very quickly. So that's positive if you're looking at it as a Ridgeline supporter.
Well, years past, we've seen a lot of times where other teams are expecting the screen out of this Ridgeline team. The Ridgeline Falcons, in the past couple of years, has loved throwing screens.
Yep. And against Meade, a very, very little amount of them, but like I said, quickly blown up if they were thrown. It looks like there is a timeout, though.
Let's hear a couple words from our sponsors here.
SDCU is a member-owned cooperative that's been helping neighbors in the Inland Northwest since 1934. Best of luck from SDCU to all GSL teams.
Falcons are running back onto the field. The timeout is over. U High has been talking about their defense, and if you're Ridgeline, this is the best opportunity you've had so far at this point in the game to score.
About 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8, but not only that, it's a huge. I mean, if you can score here, you can get the ball back, and you can be leading.
Ooh,
great run by number 22, Jackson Feezer.
About down at the 12, 13-ish.
That's a great play.
Great play.
But look at the blocking there. I mean, he doesn't even get touched until...
And Henry Rogers, lead defender there for him.
Doesn't even get touched until he already had the first down.
And immediately just sprung back.
1st and 10 for the Falcons on the 15-yard line. 15 yards to go to the end zone with less than a minute left to play. If you can score here and then you can score in the next possession, you are winning the game without U High ever touching the ball. That would be extreme for the Falcons. He takes a snap.
Quick handoff to Feezer.
Right back to the well. Keep it pushing. And a little gain for about 2 yards on that one. Not much going, but 44 seconds left to go, and the clock is ticking. 39 seconds.
Timeout here, or nope? We're just gonna quick play. Looks like what we're going for is just play after play after play.
I believe Ridgeline has 2 timeouts left. A quick throw to number 80, Henry Rogers.
Henry Rogers
tries to shove some guys off him, but he cannot do it. Brought down for a quick 5-yard gain on that one. Absolutely, great play.
Almost beat the first guy, but then honestly just got swarmed up by this defense.
And that's what this U High team's really good at, and Ridgeline does take the timeout.
Let's hear a couple words.
Yeah, some words from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Stop into the swinging doors at the corner of Francis and Monroe before and after the game to meet, eat, and have fun. A proud sponsor of the GSL.
UI student section is getting into this. I mean, they know what's at stake right now. I'm sure we got a lot of football fans in the crowd, and they know that if this could be a really deadly position, or a really crucial position for U High to get out there and hold them to no points. And if you're Ridgeline, is this 4th down territory for you, Rum? You're at 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. If you don't gain a yard here, an incomplete pass, is this something you want to go for on 4th down?
Yeah.
Is it?
You know what? I would.
Okay. Coach Rump would go for it.
Coach Rump would go for it.
To number 18, Jamison Murphy.
Jamison Murphy with another touchdown on the season.
Just up the seam, and he turns his head around right at the perfect time. You can see Colton Peel drops back, sees it, and he throws. He gets right past the linebacker. The linebacker doesn't bite, and he gets by him for the touchdown. Great play by number 18.
Almost intercepted by Noah Garcia, number 6. You can see he's down about that one.
Number 18, Jamison Murphy with the touchdown. Great play there.
And now with the PAT.
Absolutely. Let's see if we can make this a 6-point ball game. 1-score game now for Ridgeline. Like I said, if you can go in the locker room, change a few things around. If I'm the coaches, I'm going to be pretty upset about the penalty. I'm making a point about that, and then I come back onto the field, try to score
again. Kick is good. So 7 points for Jamison Murphy here.
Yeah, you catch a touchdown, you go back out, you kick the PAT, and now he's going to come back out and kick the kickoff, and we'll see if the U High Titans can do anything with the 17 seconds left on the clock.
Great football here, David. You
Yeah.
know, I'm loving what I'm seeing
I'm
on this
liking it.
Friday
Ridgeline,
night.
You can see when it clicked that they need to start pushing. And
Looks like the Ridgeline stands have gotten some new
They have
people.
filled up.
I mean, if we look at both stands and compare them, it's looking pretty close.
But for an away
both
game.
these for an away game,
Sure.
I'm loving what I'm seeing out of our Falcon family.
Little
here.
beach theme for the Ridgeline.
Little beach theme,
student
you know.
section.
It may be 30 degrees out, about that, maybe
But,
40, but
it's-
you know,
It's never too
never too
cold
cold.
to put your toes in the sand.
oh yeah.
Number 18, Jamison Murphy, getting that football ready to kick off.
Mateo
A little confusion by number 8. This is a big kickoff for the Falcons. I bet the coverage team is excited to hit somebody here. Between the kicker, you can see number 6 and number 57, both making great plays on defense. 57, Jason Knoll, with the fumble recovery, which which came back for a touchdown. That's a huge play for Ridgeline.
Let's see.
Pause.
Something going on in the field
something's
here.
going on. Kicking team gets ready. J-Mo gets ready.
And they've blown the whistle. Oh.
Kick is out, caught by, and it just goes to the back of the end zone.
Great kick from Jamison Murphy right there.
Well, it leaves about 4 seconds or 4 to 7 seconds on the clock that could have been taken out with a return, but number 2 just lets it go behind them into the end zone, and the Titans offense will come out onto the field. Will they just knee it out here? Do you start throwing a Hail Mary? If I'm the Titans,
I think they're going to try something. I don't think they're just going to kneel it out and let time go.
I mean, you don't want to risk it. You know, you're in your own territory. You got more than 85 yards you have 80 yards to play. You don't want to just start throwing costly interceptions that could be returned with a second left and an easy field goal for number 18, Jamison.
I don't know about throwing, but I think they might run it out.
Yeah, sure. But just a safe play. You can see is that 22? It is.
MacArthur.
With a quick handoff.
Quick handoff to MacArthur just to, run the clock a little, get some extra yardage in.
And it looks like that will bring us into halftime.
Well, folks, some great football going on.
Great first half of
Titans
football.
13, Falcons 7. The Falcons will have the ball when we return, but, stay tuned.
Absolutely. Rump and I will be right back with some halftime reports and some halftime adjustments.
This fall, tackle the roads with proud GSL partner Tire-Rama and Cooper Tires. More than just a tire store. Lamar Advertising is proud to be a sponsor of the Greater Spokane League. For all your outdoor advertising needs, be seen with Lamar Advertising.
Hello, friends. Sorry for the brief pause, but back with a little bit of halftime report, a little things that both teams could work on, the things that they've been doing well. To start, Rump, what are some issues? I mean, there's one obvious issue between both the teams, and it's the penalties. Tell us a little bit about that.
Penalties on both sides. I believe the Titans have had 2 personal fouls. Falcons have had 1 personal foul. But just the little things, man. Just some offsides, stuff like that have just been costing a lot of yards for both of these teams. U-High, though, have been doing a great job today. Defensively, I believe they could improve a little bit on their over-the-middle pass coverage. We've seen number 80, Henry Rogers, just get in there, being a really aggressive receiver and just getting in that middle and getting some quick little yards there. I also do believe that there have been some very crucial deep balls for the Falcons that the U-High Titans have just not been expecting and just have gone caught off guard. David, what about the Ridgeline defense?
I mean, the Ridgeline defense has been doing well. They've honestly done a pretty okay job of holding number 4 to minimal yards, to these quick plays. We saw the one really deep ball, and then the breakaway for the touchdown, the very first drive of the game. But after that, they've targeted him a couple times deep, but with not much success. Number 24, Joel Carver, and has been doing a great job of keeping him at the line for these quick outs, these quick curls, these quick hook routes, and keeping them locked in that way. But the Ridgeline defense, one thing that they should work on is that number 8 is going to be running down the middle. That number 22 is going to be running down the middle, and not that they're not trying to stop that, but just putting more pressure on them via blitzes, via bringing linebackers down, and little things like that could help slow down the run game. But overall, the Ridgeline defense has been doing really, really well. The Ridgeline offense has also been doing great. They've been spreading the ball to many receivers. Like you said, pass coverage over the middle for the Titans hasn't, Henry Rogers has gotten a lot of receptions on very similar routes and deep balls like that.
Well, moving to the U-High offense, we do see that they are leading 13-7 for the Falcons. This U-High team has been doing great on offense. They've been moving the ball from running, passing, especially running. Number 8, Toby Thornburg, has been doing a great job just running the ball and getting lots of yards. Aiden Sator, though, has just been doing a great job reading the defense and just getting his open man, especially number 4, Grant Peterson, who is a sophomore who has just been dominating the field today, being the major target for this U-High offense. A little thing, like I said earlier, that I could see the U-High offense improving is the penalties. They've had many drives being brought down by penalties, many score-looking drives, looking like they're getting in the end zone, and then a couple penalties, and they just lose the momentum.
Yeah, and it's not a great thing. When you have to bring the captains onto the field, and then the coaches onto the field, and then eventually the entire team onto the field to have a little just mid-game meeting about how, I don't know what it was, if it was physical penalties like pushing and shoving, or very mean words, you could say, being shared between the two teams. But when you got to bring both teams out onto the field like that, nothing you like to see, and I'm sure that both coaches in the locker room will be talking about that. Do you have any other final thoughts, Rum?
Not much. Just just getting the penalties down, man.
Yeah.
This game could honestly be a lot closer and a lot more touchdowns on the board without some of these penalties.
Yep.
We would see a lot closer and a lot more active game here without some of these penalties.
Okay, yes, I totally agree. Ridgeline is in the locker room right now preparing to come out to receive the ball to try to tie up the game. Well, not tie up the game, fight for a lead now. Only down by 6, come out of the locker room and try to put the ball in the end zone and some points on the board. But in the meantime, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some more football. And please enjoy the U-High halftime show as well as the announcing of the U-High homecoming corner.
Thank you very much.
And here they come. First up are the freshmen. Debbie Buckler. Debbie is involved in cheer and soccer here at UI. She loves participating in bench as well. Debbie is looking forward to continuing with cheer and remaining involved in school activities. She would like to thank all of her amazing friends for being there for her, supporting her, and voting for her. David Leach. David is a dedicated Titan athlete who is passionate about sports. This year, he has appreciated the school spirit at University High School, and he is immensely grateful for the supportive teachers he has. He looks forward to becoming even more involved during his freshman year, especially in student government and leadership. He would like to thank his family for their unwavering support and his girlfriend, Claire Platt, for being there with him. She wants to thank her parents for being the biggest supporters and her role models. And her boyfriend, Gavin Amata. Gavin is involved in track, cross country, ASB, P Club, and youth at University High School. He is currently experimenting with debate. This year, he has enjoyed the opportunity to connect with the Titan family, and he looks forward to
Tonight's game is brought to you by Adams Tractor, the largest Kubota dealer in the Inland Northwest, serving you since 1929.
who would fly to the moon if that's what it meant and what he needed to achieve his goals. He hopes that everyone enjoys Titan Homecoming 2025. The winners of our week's Spirit Dress-Up Days, lunch competitions, and bench presentation earn the title of King and Queen. Our King and Queen are Tyler Wright and Gavin Amata. Let's give them all a round of applause one more time. Your 2025 homecoming court.
Hello, friends. Thank you for waiting, and welcome to the second half of Ridgeline University High School football. Score is 13-7. U High is kicking off to number 18 and number 26, Colton Stinner in the back to receive. This will should be a good second half and a good first drive for the Falcons.
We had a great second half. We had a great first half of the game there. Some great football being played, and hope you folks enjoyed the University High School's halftime homecoming ceremony.
Yep.
We got the kick here, and it is
Picked up by Stinner after a quick fumble, and he gets brought down at the 12.
on the 12.
Great coverage by the University
kickoff
team.
team. Yeah.
That was great.
The kick was pretty good. It had some great positioning. Dropped down about the 10-yard line. Had to be picked up.
Yeah, just bobbled between the hands of 26, Colton Stinner. Number 12, Colton Peel, will be coming out here to lead the Falcons for another drive of Ridgeline football. They will be starting on their own, looks like 14-yard line.
Well, last drive we saw out of these Falcons, it was a touchdown.
It was a great
last minute of the half, and they just marched down the field.
You had a Jace Knoll fumble recovery, which is huge within itself, but then it turned into 7 points, which really changed the momentum of this game. Ridgeline was doing a great job of piecing up the U-High defense and doing a great job of sustaining the drive. Quick handoff to number 22, a quick, powerful run, which gains him about 4 yards for Jackson Feezer.
Feezer's been having a great game tonight. Having some pretty crucial runs here for the Falcons. Just getting good 5-6 yards. That's all you need on a first down, because that leads you in great position for the rest of the downs and just do what you want.
2nd and 6 for the Ridgeline team. One thing I love about Feezer is
looks like we have a penalty.
Like a false start on the offense.
Let's check it out.
Full start. Ridgeline.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, 58, Anthony Goodwin.
Just on the corner there. But, that's all right. You're faced with second and 11.
When you're faced against this University High School D-line, I mean, it's a scary line.
Noah Garcia in the middle of your screen. Quick throw to number 18, Jamison Murphy, who is wrapped up initially by Noah Garcia. He's loving it.
Lots of energy during this game, which has led to a couple penalties, but, you love to see it out of these young folks, you know.
And, I'm liking it. You know what I like about Feaser around?
Quick play here.
It looks like they're trying to draw him off sides. O-line's bunched up real tight. And he snaps, hands it off to Feaser. Stopped initially right at the line by number 10.
I'm telling you, man, that University High School defense, it's explosive. Even with that very stacked lineup they had down on the O-line, he still just managed to get his way through and just get to Feaser.
Logan Cox right there at the line. Just doesn't allow any yardages. But, and the Ridgeline punt team will come out here to punt Jamison on the 1 yard line, and it's a good punt.
Great punt
hit
there.
Really hard after that. Bounces at the 39 yard line and rolls out at the 45.
See Coach Rogers there.
Yep. The U-High offense will come right out to.
Here's the student section for the Falcons, out in their beach attire. Most of them have switched over to sweatshirts because it's a cold day here in Spokane.
Cold. Mid-October, you gotta love it. Friday night lights are some of the most fun things you can go at least here.
Oh yeah.
On a Friday night, there's not much better spots to be than watching high school football.
U-High having their first possession of the half.
Number 12, Aiden Sauter comes out here across midfield, great field position. Number 8 takes the ball, kicks around the corner.
Great run.
And there's a fumble. It does look like he was down. If not, recovered by number 49, Evan Anderson.
Let's check it out. It looks like he was down before the ball came out.
And that's a good reaction, though, by number 49, Evan Anderson, to just jump on there. Good run, too, by number 8, which sets him up for a 2nd and 2, or 2 or 3 on their own, or on Ridgeline's 36.
Looks like number 8 is moving a little back.
Number 23 running between the field, trying to get the defensive scheme out there.
Nice little quick handoff to number 8, Toby Thornburg, sorry.
Keeps it pushing for the first down for the University Titans.
A really nice aggressive running back here. He's just great at just getting the ball and just getting some good yards for this U-High.
Yeah, that's 2 great runs between them. You got an 8-yard run to set up 2nd and short, and then get a first down, and now you're on your own 30 going in. Handoff to number 22. Great
Nice run by MacArthur here.
Just close to a first down.
Brought down by Ryder Cross.
Just out of bounds. Push out of bounds by number 6.
Nice little outside movement.
Great runs by both running backs on this U-High team. They really know how to get around defenders, get into open field, find some space, and take plays that wouldn't result in much and get a lot longer yardage.
Looks like there is a holding call on the offense, which is going to bring them back to around.
Well, it depends on if it's after the play or before the play. It looks like they're going off the result of the play, which would bring them to a 2nd and 5. That was a little confusing. They went from the result, but yeah. Sorry, 2nd and 15 if that's the case. But it looks like 1st and 15. Anyways,
back to some football
for the U-High Titans. Quick handoff to number 8.
Nice little 4 or 5 yards there.
But I mean,
almost to the markers. But it's just a great run. He did get through a couple guys there.
Sure.
Fought his way and made it to about the markers.
Yeah, I mean, now you're faced with the 2nd and 11. Still not ideal, but a better position than 1st and 15. And we'll see what Aiden Sauter can do with the football. We haven't seen a pass yet between the University Titans this possession. And it is another handoff to number 8, just keep putting it in the well. Keep handing number 8 your workhorse the ball and doing great things via that way. They've obviously had lots of success, and number 8 has had a great game tonight, running it down Ridgeline's throat.
They've also had a great success passing to number 4, Grant Peterson, which we have not been seeing so far during this half.
All short little throws, besides the one, but a lot of first downs and a lot of long, monotonous drives for the U-High Titans.
Let's see what Sauter does here on this 3rd and 8.
Big crucial down for the University Titans.
22 in motion, MacArthur.
And it
Quick
is
handoff
another
to
handoff
MacArthur.
who does fight just short of the first down.
Maybe 4th and 2 or 3.
I'd say 4th and 3. See, if I'm U-High, I would definitely want to kick the ball here. Being down, well, it's a one-score game. If you kick the ball, that means that Ridgeline has to take the ball and march down the field twice just to get.
We see the Ridgeline coaching staff here.
Looks
Lots
like
of
there's
passion.
a little passion on it. Someone isn't doing something right, but they are lining up to go for it initially at 4th and 4. Aiden
Lots
Sauter,
of movement, trying to confuse the defense.
Hand off, quick throw to number 4.
Ooh, like we were saying, trying to use that number 4, Grant Peterson. And it looks like they did on the crucial moment. Just a nice little short route.
Yeah.
Got his eyes up. Got his man.
I really like what they did there with all the motions between the swap and the running backs and deciding what the coverage was to see if it was man, to see
Nice
if it was
quick
zone.
play.
And seeing
Back to Toby Thornburg. And he is quickly snuffed by the defense.
Yep. I like that 4th down call.
I do too.
And then also, like we've said, you haven't passed it yet. So a quick handoff, which really pulled the defense in. And the one-on-one man coverage with the sophomore, which he did end up winning for the first
No,
down.
I think that was a really great play call.
Yep.
If I was there on the defense, I would not have expected it. They've been running the ball all
Rumpler,
day.
if you were on the defense, they probably wouldn't have got it.
That's what they say. That's what they say, David.
2nd and 8 for the University Titans. Number 9 in the backfield, number 22 lined up at the wing of the O-line, and he motions number 8 right back there as well. He rolls out, number 12, and he decides to take it and run just short of the first down for about a 3rd and 3 for the Titans. Look, I couldn't tell if that was a designed run. It didn't look like it was. There was hesitation back there, but
I think we did see number 8 Thornburg line up on the outside to his right.
Yes.
And that's where the quarterback ran to. So I do believe that could have been a little bit designed. Like an option.
No. I agree. I mean, if the quarterback was going to keep it and run out.
Oh, I see.
And it did look like there was a hesitation. So, and is that a first down? Looks like
that
a
is a first down
for the
because it was
University
3rd and 1, and now it is 1st and goal. Let's see if the Titans here can bring on another touchdown.
Ryder Cross is holding his knee. He's down on the field, and he
Ryder
is standing up but hopping off. If he's hurt, that is an extremely big loss.
Very big loss for this Ridgeline defense. I do believe Lucas Rowe will be coming out to replace him.
Ryder Cross, I mean, he is the leader on this team, on this defense. He's first one running out of the tunnel. He's the loudest guy in the locker room, and he's the first one at the ball on a lot of these plays. Losing him is extremely detrimental to this Ridgeline defense. Let's see if number 12 and the Titans can take advantage of this. You can see number 2 matched up.
Let's get another run. Hand off to Thornburg, and he is in for the touchdown. Oh my God! It's an earthquake here in Spokane. The crowd is shaking. Just great run here by Thornburg. Brought down right before, but he got in there. Escaped a multitude of Falcons and just powered his way into
Good
the end zone.
blocking though by the Titans. He had a really solid running lane up until the 2-yard line, and from there, they let him run out, push him out of the nest, and let him fly on his own. And he did.
It looks like they might be going for 2 here.
Which you have to, or you don't have to, but
looks like their quarterback is lined up at wide receiver, and their running back number 8 Thornburg. Oh, it is trick play handoff to MacArthur.
Does just get in,
and it does get in.
Defense is signaling he's short. Looks like the refs are trying to figure out.
Like
He might have been down before he got pushed in, but
See the call
Kyle
on
did
the
end up
field.
in just the very front of the end zone there.
The refs has ruled it not good.
Wow.
So it is not good. It is 19-7. That is the second back-to-back failed extra point here for the Titans. On the last drive, they did try and do a PAT after their touchdown, and it was blocked by the Falcons. And now on this drive, they tried to
It
get.
does look like they're lining up to go for it again or kick a PAT, which is a little confusing. There must have been a penalty before the play.
I'm not too sure, David. I didn't see a flag on the field there, so I'm not too sure what the refs are
Looks
doing.
like the refs are going to talk. We'll be right back with a little sponsor break. Maybe not.
Arby's Restaurants of Spokane are proud to be a sponsor of the Greater Spokane League. Arby's, we have the meats.
Welcome back, folks. There's a little more confusion on the field, but they are looking to go for the PAT.
Yeah, there must have been a flag on that one, and
It looks like it is in.
that one is up and good.
20-7, Titans to Falcons. It's going to be Falcons ball now. They're going to be receiving from the kickoff by the Titans. That was a really good drive there, David. I really liked what I saw. Lots of running. We only saw a couple passes down on that
Was it
field
just
during
the
that
one
drive.
pass on the fourth down?
I believe so. I believe that was the only. Oh, yeah, that was the only pass on that drive. So very run-heavy drive there.
And, I mean, that's a great job. That's what you want to do. If you can run the football, run the football. It's safe. It's effective. You're getting the first down. You're marching down the field. You're making the defense extremely tired. And then you got a 4th down and 4 where they're assuming a run because that's all you've been doing. And then you hit your number 1 guy, the number 1 receiver on your team, number 4, and he takes it for a first down with a crucial catch. Number 43 is in the back to kick. Kicking off to 18, Jamison Murphy, and 26 Colston, I believe. Yep.
The kick is a little short.
And out of bounds, which
Out at
will
about
draw
the
a penalty.
22.
Looks like the ball should be coming out past the 30 with the penalty and the initial kicking yardage.
Some good field positioning here for the Falcons.
Colton Peele and the Falcons will come out for the second time this half and try to put some points on the board. Now, 2-score game for the Falcons instead of the 1.
I'd like to point out, Kyson Olsen is still unfortunately not returned to the field.
Well, and I didn't want to say anything, but you can see him in the top of your screen with the pants and the jacket. He is not in pads anymore. He is now in a little bundle and trying to stay warm on the sideline, so he will be out for the rest of the game, it looks like. Number 12, Colton Peele in the empty backfield. Looks like there's going to be a blitz for U-High. He takes a snap, quick throw, and just not there for number 22, Jackson Feeser.
Oh, that is Jackson. You know, they were looking for a little quick pass there, but it was just the blitz. Like I said earlier in the game, the blitz of this U-High defense can really just confuse a quarterback and lead them to make some big mistakes.
And even if it was there, that was a hard catch to make, and then also get upfield. It was pretty well covered there by the U-High Titans. Colton takes a snap, drops back, sees a target up the middle. Henry Rogers caught for a 30-yard gain up on the 40-yard line. The Ridgeline Falcons with a first down and an extreme gain. Another play over the middle for Henry Rogers right in the seam.
Like I said during the halftime report, what this U-High defense had to work on was their over-the-middle passage, and Henry Rogers took advantage of that and got another nice first down.
Another pass to Jamison Murphy, a quick swing pass, and a great tackle.
Good tackle by, let's see,
Number 17
Number
for
17.
U-High, who is Troy Olsen. Great play by him.
oh my God.
Don't know if the camera can feel that, but this booth is absolutely shaking. This U High student section is getting into it. Quick handoff to number 22, Jackson Feeser, who runs up the middle and stays on his feet for about a 2-yard gain. Initially contact behind the line of scrimmage, but he fought forward for some additional yards.
Oh my God. Every time the student section does something, I'm shaking.
Third and 8 for the Falcons. Colton takes a snap, drops back, sees his target, 18, Jamison Murphy, and he does not bring it in.
Oh, unfortunately, it was not brought in. Let's watch the replay here. Look at the protection.
Even if it was caught, just short of the 4th down.
Some good protection on the line, but it just looks like it slipped through his fingers, unfortunately.
And that's something that Jamison Murphy normally pulls in. You know, he's got really steady hands, really safe hands. You hit him there, and that's normal.
Looks like the Falcons are going to go for it on the 4th down.
4th and 8.
4th and 8, Falcons are going for it.
I like this. Trust in your defense and try to make a play on offense.
Trying to
takes a snap, throw, Henry Rogers, and it is. Henry did not get up instantly. He looked like that was a pretty big hit.
That was.
I mean, yeah, it looked like someone hit him pretty solid over the top. That's not something you like to see, even from.
But he got a no. He is currently up and moving.
Yeah, he's
didn't really phase him, even though it looked like it.
You got a big receiver in Henry Rogers, a strong kid.
It looks like there's something being deliberated on the field.
There is a penalty.
It looks like it might be a penalty for the Falcons.
No, offense is running out.
Oh,
running out of the play. Yeah, penalty on Ridgeline. Ridgeline defense will come out on the field. U High will start on their own 38-yard line.
Not bad position here for the UI Titans. Last drive they did get a touchdown, which led to a 20-7 lead against the Falcons.
2-score game. You know, the sideline here for U High is really getting. Oh, and they're moving the ball. The sideline is really trying to get the student section into it.
And folks, I am going to have to leave this one for David and a guest appearance from another announcer who you'll soon meet. Thank you, folks. I loved your time, and we are continuing this broadcast shortly.
Like Rumpler said, we will be having a temporary announcer. Rumpler has something that he has to get off to, but the Titans will be on their 53-yard line, 1st and 10. And they'll be Aiden Sauter will be coming into the field. First and 10 for the Titans. There's a little bit of a shift. Number 8 switches sides. The wing stretches. Number 12, quick pass to number 4, and it is just incomplete. But you know, first and foremost, I'm here with Landon Dickerhoof. Landon, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing amazing. It's good to be here.
This is Landon's first time on the mic and broadcasting, so we'll see how he does, but we're feeling good. Titans are faced with a 2nd and 10 after incompletion from Sauter to Peterson. You can see Peterson there at the top of your screen. Sauter's in the back with number 8, Thornburg, and it's an end around to number 22. He takes it up for about 5-yard gain. 3rd and 5 for the Titans.
And that's a good pickup there. Trying to get the run game going.
Duncan MacArthur for another great game. You got 2 lethal running backs in the backfield, and you can see there the trickery from faking it to number 8 and how that affected the defense, and then the pull from number 22. 3rd and 5 for the Titans. Takes a snap, hands it off to number 8 for the first down. He just pushes through, makes contact around 3 yards short of the line, but he does end up pushing through.
That is going to change the sticks. That's a great pickup there. And just trying to keep it moving on this offense as they keep going deeper into Ridgeline territory.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Titans on Ridgeline's 36-yard line. 36 yards to go to the end zone. Saunders in the backfield. Shifts to 22. Gives a handoff to MacArthur, who runs up the middle for a 3-yard gain. Close to a 3-yard gain. And U-High's been doing this all night, you know. We've seen it. We've seen the little passes that they've been throwing and the smash mouth football they've been playing. Running up the middle, running to the outside, and then a couple end rounds, handing it off to the running back who's running behind you for little gains, but do end up in first downs. Landon, you've been in the student section. How's it going down there?
It's being pretty good for the size that we have. There's not many people out there.
How's the energy down there?
It's pretty good. A lot of people excited. Colton Peele's been putting on a pretty well performance, except for that first half pick on the, I believe, first drive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colton Peele's been doing all right for the Falcons.
Yeah, he keeps connecting to Henry Rogers on those seams down the middle, and it's looking quite beautiful, that chemistry.
Yep, absolutely. And that U-High, you know, that's one of the weakest points in their defense is that seam route, which Colton Peele has been absolutely taking advantage of. You see the motion, number 4 and number 2 coming at the bottom of the screen. Takes a snap, hands off to number 8, Thornberry, who runs up. 4 looks to be a first down, but either a first or just short of it.
Yeah, and I would say just go for it here. You got Thornburg he's doing very well against this Ridgeline D-line, and I would say keep going it with him.
When you have such a powerful O-line, you know, it's a pretty easy call to sit up there and just push it past the sticks.
Oh, yeah, and if you have a 4th and long even, you can just throw it to Peterson. It's a guaranteed catch. He's doing very well tonight.
That was right behind the line. It could have been a hold. You can see number 58, Anthony Goodwin there, made contact with him behind the line of scrimmage, where he does end up getting about an 8-yard gain on that one, which is good for the Titans' first down.
Ryder Cross and Kenan Arnold on the tackle there.
Ryder Cross is back. That's good to see.
Yes.
Went down with that injury just last defensive drive, or last Titans possession. Number 4, who's only been targeted once this half, is on the bottom of your screen, Peterson. Quick handoff to number 8, Thornburg again. Just quickly swallowed up for about a 3-yard gain.
Short gain on the play.
But once again, U-High is inside the red zone, where they look to keep handing it off and being very useful to that run game.
Looks like the Titans will switch to the side of the field, and they'll be going into the fourth quarter at 20-7. U-High leading over the Falcons. I'd love to see a little bit of diversity on this Titans team. I mean, running the ball is working, but passing the ball, making little changes, getting larger gains. But then again, if they are running the ball and it is working, there's not much you need to change. But it would be certainly fun to see U-High start including Peterson in the offensive scheme. He's been doing a great job for him in the first half. He had many receiving yards, a lot of great catches, and then a touchdown as well.
Oh, for sure. And especially they be going to that play action type and just faking it to Thornburg every time.
U-High will be here on Ridgeline's 19-yard line with 19 yards to go to the end zone. Aiden Sauter and the U-High Titans will be coming back out on the field just shortly. It's been a good game, though. It's been a competitive game, a great matchup between the Titans and the Falcons. I feel like 20-7 doesn't represent how close this game really has been. It's been competitive on both sides of the ball for both teams. The defense have been doing a great job of holding the team up. Number 22 on the sweep, and he gets into the end zone.
What a run there. You just capitalize on that run game, and it is looking very good.
Number 22, Duncan MacArthur, gets through there, finds a hole, gets in space, and he is not touched all the way to the end zone, which puts up another 6 points for the U-High Titans. there's already been 2 problems with the point after touchdowns, a 2-point conversion, and a PAT. But number 43 is out here to kick with number 4 to hold. And the kick is up, and it is good, making the score 27-7, the U-High Falcons. We'll be right back with a quick word from our sponsors.
Eastern Washington University, the region's polytechnic and proud supporter of our hometown teams.
And we're back. A quick, not a quick drive, but a very long drive for the Titans, which, used a solid run game that they've been very prominent in this half. They ran down the field. They went through quarter, I believe, and brought it into the 4th, which is now a 3-score game for Ridgeline, with number 26, Colton Stinner, and number 18, Jamison Murphy, in the back to return the kick.
Yeah, I will be curious how Ridgeline does respond with that touchdown after the very consistent run going for U-High. And I'd say they'd be starting to get something going here would be very helpful.
A low kick which bounces out of bounds around the 8-yard line, which does draw the penalty. And if you're Ridgeline, you have to throw, and they already do throw. Ridgeline is a very strong passing game, one of the better passing games in the GSL. However, it can be inconsistent at times, as passing always is. When you can't run the ball as that safety net, then it becomes straining on your receivers and quarterback to pass the ball every single time, and which we've seen. It's had great success, which did put the points on the board for Ridgeline, but also it's very easily stalled out. We'll see how the drive goes here. 22, Jackson Feeser in the backfield with Colton Peel. Takes a snap, rolls out, looks downfield, guides the receivers, and he throws, and it's caught to Henry Rogers, number 80, for a 20-yard gain. Great throw by number 12, Colton Peel.
And that's Rogers again. Colton Peel just going straight to him every time, and they are looking quite comfortable as a duo out there and become a serious threat.
And how about Henry Rogers this game? I mean, he has the most receiving yards on the team right now and the most catches on the team right now. He's been doing a great job of being an option for Colton Peel, and a great run by Jackson Feeser for 8 yards. That's already about a 40-yard or 30-yard gain for the Falcons in just 2 plays.
Yeah, going back to what you're saying, after having Connor Long out with the finger injury, Rogers has definitely stepped up in this department, and they've desperately needed him.
Absolutely. 2nd and 3 for the Falcons. Colton takes a snap and another quick throw, which is quickly swallowed up. A pass to number 23, Camden Arnold, who's in for the hurt Tyson Olsen.
And I think they might have lost a yard on that one. That was a quick throw, but easily sniffed out by the U-High defense.
Yeah, it does look like you were right there, Landon. 3rd and 4 for the Falcons. This is a big 3rd down here. You can't. Now's not a time to make mistakes. You have to be on your A game and have to be making smart plays. There, a quick incompletion batted down by one of the D linemen, which does bring up a 4th down. If you're the Ridgeline offensive coordinator or head coach, are you going for it here, Landon?
I would say so. It's high stakes of the game. It's about a 20-point game. Well, it is a 20-point game, but you got to get really aggressive in these last couple of minutes and try to get out all the points you can get.
Colton Peel, they do end up looking like they're going to go for it, and he does take the snap, drops back, quick release to number 80, Henry Rogers, who's up the middle for the score on 4th and 4, which is about a 38-yard touchdown for Henry Rogers. Another one for him. That's a great play. We've been talking about him all night, and you can see there, he's just destroying them up the seam. It's that same seam route that's been killing him all game long.
Yes, they're finding their vulnerabilities on this defense, and Colton Peel is taking advantage and throws a perfect ball there.
Number 18, Jamison Murphy, out for the PAT to make it a 2-score game, and there's a flag. It looks like something went wrong. Ref isn't happy. Neither is Colton. and it will be a penalty on the Falcons, which will bring them back. Shouldn't affect the PAT too much, but we'll see if Jamison Murphy can hit it. He has had a couple misses in this season. But the starter, number 87, Braxton Dickerhoof, is actually Landon's brother.
Yeah, Braxton out with a hip injury, but Jamison Murphy has definitely stepped up, and he has been kicking very well.
25-yard PAT there. And it is good. Up through the uprights. A beautiful kick by number 18, Jamison Murphy. Good hold by number 12, Colton Peel. It is a two-score game, 27-14 Ridgeline. 13 points the difference between the two teams.
2 quick scores by each team in this fourth quarter. So we will have to see if Ridgeline can get a desperate stop, which they need, and try to get some more points on the board, and hopefully keep using Henry Rogers.
Absolutely. If you're the Ridgeline defense, Landon, what are you trying to do on this drive?
I say U-High's probably going to try to run the ball, waste some time,
Sure.
get rid of possibly some timeouts, but also take a nice long drive. And Ridgeline's just got to be ready for that, send some blitzes, and almost dare U-High to throw the ball.
I completely agree. You know, and number 24, Joel Carver, that's quite the matchup between number 4, Peterson, who's been doing a great job, you know, the sophomore receiver, who's the number 1 receiver tonight and on the season for U-High. But Joel's been doing a good job of keeping them to short routes besides a couple throws, which did force some incompletions as well. But like I said, the short throws is something that you can handle right now because you're making the team have risky decisions and forcing them to change what they're doing. So I agree. You know, be ready for the run. Do everything you can to stop that. The kick does go into the end zone for a touchback.
They only had 1 deep there, so I was thinking maybe U-High was expecting an onside kick of some kind with the clock winding down, but
And that's not a crazy, that's not a crazy thought. That is a very possibility as of right now, especially with the kick rules as they are in high school.
yeah, but Ridgeline just showing some poise in their defense and trying to get a stop right here, which they very much so need. Let's see what they can do here.
Aiden Sauter and the U-High Titans will start on their own 20-yard line. The Ridgeline Falcon defense is jumping around, ready to make something happen. Hands off to number 22, MacArthur, and he's quickly swallowed up. First contact, number 6, Ryder Cross.
And we all knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time before Ryder or somebody on the defense stepped up and made a play.
Absolutely. Ryder, as mentioned, is an extreme leader on this defense, and he did a great job to represent it there and what it means to be a Falcon. Everyone quickly swarms to the ball and only allows for a 2-yard gain or a 3-yard gain on that play. So if you're U-High, are you going to just continue to run it?
I would say so, and then maybe give yourself a pass chance on 3rd down,
Sure.
but definitely just waste time.
Yep. A quick motion, which tries to throw off the defense a little bit, and there is a flag. It's like a false start on the offense, but I am not sure.
Yeah, I believe this is coming back, and it will not help U-High as putting more distance between the markers and trying to run the ball.
That's a big deal for this team, Landon.
It is on the
defense, which is a big deal for this defense as well. You can't allow too many first downs on this possession if you want to come back and try to win this football game.
For sure, and since Thornburg has been averaging over 4 yards a game or carry at least, this is not looking too good.
Nope.
I would bring the heat here if I was Ridgeline.
Yeah, I would try to stuff the box a little bit. It does look like they're doing that same motion, which pulls number 7, Grayson Siegel, to the other side of the line. 4 men rushing, and it's a handoff to Thornburg, who is short of the first down marker. A 3rd and about 1 for the U-High Titans.
Yeah, they put extra people in the box. Their safety number 11, James Henderson, came down and definitely added some more bodies in there to hopefully stop the run.
That's a great play by the Ridgeline team, which does make a short 3rd down. The decision here for U-High should be to just push it up the middle. You have 2 downs and less than a yard to go. Like I said, go back to the well. Just keep pushing it up the middle. But as Ridgeline, it should be pretty easy to see what you're going to do, and you can see the box here. It is a lot more stacked than it normally is. Expecting to run it, and it is. Hands off to number 8, Thornburg, who does not go anywhere. 4th down, almost loses a yard, it looks like.
Yeah, it has looked like they have got the stop there. So we will see.
Yeah, you can see him there. It doesn't get much. 4th down, it does not look like they're going to be able to move the spot of the ball. It will be the same position and a 4th down.
Would you say go for this one or give the ball back to the hands of Colton Peel, who has got a golden arm right
A
now?
handsome Colton Peel. I mean, never mind. It's a first. If it was a 4th down, I'd say go for it. You've had multiple 4th downs, but you've never had one that short. And I don't know if there's been actually, I mean, there's been less plays you can count on one hand of of running plays that have been stopped for that short. So, yeah, I would have gone for it there. But it doesn't appear to matter because it is a 1st down for the Titans. And to end around for number 22, MacArthur.
It is a trick play.
Quickly swallowed up. Again, number 6, Ryder Cross, makes the hit on that one and brings down number 22. Great tackle by him.
He might have been lucky to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He will be right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for the U-High Titans. That's 3 plays in a row that have been either stopped or negative yardage for the Titans. And if you're in that position, you're starting to worry a little bit.
Yeah, U-High is draining the clock, though, as we almost have 3 minutes of total.
Thornburg gets the handoff, and he does come up for about 4 yards on that one. But, yeah, absolutely, Landon. They're draining the clock, and right now what the Falcons do need more than anything is time. You're down by 2 scores. Your defense is doing a good job of holding it, but does your offense have enough time to get down and score and put the ball in the end zone for 6, then 7, then 13 and 14 points?
Yeah, just almost 3 minutes already used in this drive, and they have had a 1st down and a couple of yards. I would like to see if they can convert this 3rd down and keep wasting time.
This is a big down here for U-High. And it looks like a false start. That is huge. Not only does it push the team back, but it also does stop the clock. You can see in the replay here, it was just that. It looks like the quarterback went as well. It's almost like there was a miscommunication between the O-line and the quarterback because the left side went, but the right side stayed.
Yeah, it almost seemed like they were possibly trying to get Ridgeline to jump, and it wasn't fully communicated. But, yeah, that's going to be very costly as putting them in out of possible run
And the clock
distance.
is still ticking, but a 3rd and 11 here. Well, like you said, now that's a hard run to make. You can see the receivers lined up at the bottom of your screen. And it is a quick quarterback run, which does not end up going very far. A quick 5-yard gain, which puts the Titans out of 4th and 6. Or 4th and 7.
And the quarterback is leaving the field. Yep, punt crew's coming on.
This isn't that's a pretty easy decision. You have to punt the ball here. Giving Ridgeline the ball here on, if you don't get the 1st down, would be pretty detrimental to your defense. Ridgeline obviously has been moving the ball great. You saw in that last possession, and they've had some big plays, and they're only a big play or 2 away from another score. So, yeah, punting the ball here makes a lot of sense. We'll see what Ridgeline can do with that. Punt is good. Calls for the fair catch, but he does just let it bounce, and he gets a really good bounce, rolling all the way inside the 10, or just to the 10, and picked up by the Titans. Ridgeline will come out on the 10-yard line. That is a 50-yard punt for U-High. 60-yard punt for U-High. That is something.
Yeah, and that was exactly what they needed to pin Ridgeline way back, and it's going to be 90 yards before they could even see a hair of grass from the end zone.
There you go. I mean, but if I'm Ridgeline's offense right now, I'm not worried. I think that they have the capabilities, the skill, the protection, and the coach or the play calling to get the ball in the end zone here and still be competing for this game. Colton takes a snap, and a quick draw play to number 22, Jackson Feaser, which does not go anywhere, taking valuable seconds off the clock.
Yeah, and going back to what you're saying, there's about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left, and that means U-High's drive was 14 yards and 5 minutes.
Which is insane. Between penalties and a couple missed plays, that is something you don't want to have happen. Oh, and he does not turn his head around. Almost an interception by 2 people, bouncing out of the hands of one and then bouncing out of the hands of the other. You can see the replay here. Colton hits his target just, he wasn't looking. Jamison Murphy, number 18, out of the hands of number 22. Just could not hold on to the ball, but Ridgeline will have another breath of life here as they are faced with a 3rd and 10. Colton takes a snap, going out to the outside, and it's too high for Henry Rogers, just out of his reach. Good coverage by number 5, who didn't allow him to get upfield any further.
And Rogers getting up slow. I can't tell if that's from pure exhaustion or is he a little shaken up on the play.
Looks like his head hit the ground pretty hard on that one, but we've seen Henry slow get-ups a couple times now tonight, and Ridgeline will punt the ball away. That's sad to see, Landon.
Yes, very, and it will seem like U-High will burn all the clock and force the Falcons to use their 3 remaining timeouts.
And it's a quick punt from Jamison Murphy. A high punt, lands at the 40-yard line, bounces all the way to midfield, to the 55, about a 55-yard punt from Jamison Murphy, picked up. U-High will just be on their side of midfield, starting with less than 5 minutes left to go in this football game. First down on their own 45 with 55 yards or 56 yards to go to the end zone.
And Ridgeline's got to go back and do it again. They need another stop here. Very unfortunate on that last drive that they got nothing going, and we'll have to see where this drive will take U-High.
Looks like number 12, the quarterback, Sauter, is running out to a receiver spot at the top of your field there. And handoff to number 22. We've seen this play before, but not going anywhere as it is quickly swallowed up by the Ridgeline defense. I believe the tackle initially made by number 24, 21, Tony Rodriguez. There he is on the play, and swallowed up by the team, quickly swarming to the ball on that one and bringing it down for a 3-yard loss. That is a play that you need to have to try to get back into this ball game.
Yeah, it only took one defender to force him back, and then it was all Falcons from there. Loss of 3 on the play, I think you said, and the clock is still running.
We'll go to 4 minutes with this play. And the play clock goes to 0, but a timeout from U-High. They are really doing everything they can to not let Ridgeline have any time. This is a big game for U-High to have a winning record, to be 4-3 on homecoming night at home. This is a game that they want to win, and they are playing like it. They are not letting anything slide. They're being as safe as they possibly can, and it is showing. U-High has taken 16 minutes of this half. And there's still 4 minutes left to go. 16 of 18 minutes of the half. That is insane.
Yeah, Ridgeline, they're throwing the ball, and they're throwing it well sometimes, but their drives are getting them almost there, and then they just can't secure it and get inside the red zone to score some major points.
It's a common theme we've seen with Ridgeline over the season. They've been doing a great job of moving the ball and having great explosive plays and playing like they're winning the ball game, but then just having a few crucial errors which end up to 7 on the other side or none on their, or for no points for their offense. You see the same little motion that we've been seeing all night. Number 8 gets the handoff. And good tackle by number 6, right across. That was a great play by him, who worked his way all the way across from the hashes to the other hashes to make the tackle on that play.
There is a flag down in the backfield. I think this is going to be holding on the Titans, and it is, I believe. So we will see how this affects them.
Holding on the offense declined. Still third down, or now third down. Which makes sense. You know, you have more than 10 yards to go on third down. You're either forcing them to throw it or pretty, solidly waiting for a fourth down and a punt. So I think that declining the call there makes plenty of sense for Ridgeline. If you're U-High, is this when you want to start trying to pass the ball? You can see number 4 at the top of your screen, who has done good things against number 21, Tony Rodriguez, tonight in the first half. Aiden Sutter takes a snap, and it is a handoff, a run up the middle, quickly swallowed up. Hit by number 6, Ryder Cross again, who was there on the defense, and you can see that he's loving it, which does put a fourth down for the U-High Titans, a 4th and 9, and their punting unit will come out onto the field.
Ridgeline has called a timeout to stop the clock, as both teams will be ready in shortly, a couple of minutes.
Now, are you gonna, if this is you, Landon, you're the returner, do you let it hit the ground, or do you try to catch it either with a fair catch or try to return it for yards?
Well, seeing that last punt by U-High and just that incredibly lucky bounce that they got to pin Ridgeline at their own 10-yard line, I would say fair catch this and try to give yourself the best shot you can.
Sure. Yeah, I have to agree with you.
If you see a return possible, they got some fast guys on the return there. I mean, if you see something, I would take that. But
number
also,
18, Jamison Murphy. Murphy knows what to do with the football in his hands. He's very agile, very quick. You can see him walking up the field there to the back to return the punt. So far, he's the only returner. Looks like it will stay that way. So Jamison Murphy is the only returner for this Ridgeline special teams unit.
yeah, I wonder here if they're just going to try to go for the block here, and it looks like that.
A little bit of a different formation on their punting unit with... Never mind, and they're shifting right back into it. The punt does get kicked off. Jamison Murphy steps back, calls for the fair catch, and fair catches it on the 15-yard line with 85 yards to the end zone. Still not great field position, but it's better than 90 yards to the end zone.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And hopefully Ridgeline doesn't have another possible 3-and-out, which is unlikely. But hopefully they can get something going here. They'll need it. And
unfortunately, U-High knows exactly what they are going to do. They are going to cover Henry Rogers. They're going to be covering the outside of the field because that's what they've been so good at tonight, giving the ball to number 80, who's been able to make big plays and making big grabs for this team. Colton takes a snap, steps back. Protection is good. A quick ball to the outside to number 80, Henry Rogers. Just a little bit short of him. Just an incomplete pass on that one. It wasn't right on target.
yeah, 2 defenders in the area. I wonder if Colton's making it a little too obvious right here. And hopefully the Titans don't come up with an interception.
Yeah, seeing the 2 defenders right behind Henry Rogers, you got to put it a little short of the field, or short of them, and hope that Rogers can break down and try to make that grab. But that one was just a little bit too far for him to adjust to. Snap is low, the protection is good, and he goes deep. And it is intercepted. Is he in bounds? By number 21. Second interception of the night from Colton Peel. Number 21, Lincoln Murray gets the pick, and it is called a catch.
Pass intended for Riley Owens there. He's been doing pretty well these past couple of games. And Colton Peel, once again, he just made it too obvious. Red, and that's an interception. Big play there for the Titans.
Yeah, when you know that you're going to throw deep, it's pretty easy to cover the deep ball, and that's what you see. You see an incompletion to Henry Rogers in double coverage, and then an interception to Riley Owens, who is also in double coverage. Can you blame Colton Peel there for trying to make that throw?
Not at all. He's got a lot of pressure on him, going 85, 90 yards, just trying to get something going and try to win this game.
With as little time as you have to, you can see that he's targeting the sideline, trying to get his receivers out of bounds to try to stop the clock. And it is swallowed up by number 57, Jace Knoll, a senior on this team. He's had a great game. He's had a fumble recovery and many tackle for losses. Another one right there. Great play by number 57.
Yeah, Thornburg tries to go in Wildcat formation there, and Knoll just, what a great play by him. you love to see that from Ridgeline, trying to give some hope.
Jace Knoll, another one of these leaders on a leader on this team. I said this already tonight, but he has the second most tackles on this team, right behind number 6, Ryder Cross.
Yeah, Ryder's been a captain out here. He's definitely been leading this defense, and they're doing pretty well. The offense has struggled at sometimes, but Ridgeline is seeming to understand it a little bit, and they're looking very good.
Absolutely, you can see the student section here. Even though they're down 13 points, they're still not losing their hope. I can see my cousin in the stands there, turning his flashlight off. A little too much for him. But second and it should be 11 here for the U-High Titans. The student section is loving it. They got their flashlights on, trying to win the battle between their phone lights, and it looks like they might take the win on this one. No lack of energy between either student section. Although Ridgeline's is small, it is mighty. You can see more cheerleaders than students back there, but they're having a great time.
Yeah, they're just trying to cheer on these Falcons.
Number
help
8
them out.
in Wildcat formation, and he takes it again. Thornburg does not get much, maybe getting back to the initial line of scrimmage, putting up a 3rd and 10 for a gain of 2 yards.
Quick timeout for the Falcons.
You
trying to
can
conserve
feel
as many times.
the booth shaking right now. U-High is absolutely getting into it.
They want this win. They need this win, and it's looking in their favor.
It's been a good season. They've had 61-6 against Shadle Park. That's a huge win for U-High, and an absolutely dominant game. You can see a lot of stats coming from that game. Number 4, Peterson has had great games, and another one tonight. Although he didn't get targeted much in the second half, the first half of football that he played, with the touchdown, with the deep ball, with the quick out routes and the curls, he's been doing a great job of putting this team on his back and putting the receiving game on his back. But then as well as number 22 Thornburg, as well as 8 Thornburg and 22 MacArthur have both done great jobs of running the ball and not allowing the Ridgeline any chance of stopping them.
Yeah, and it's crazy because Thornburg and Peterson are both sophomores, and they are almost dominant of the league. At least Peterson is. Thornburg is also doing very well.
Sure, and you got to give credit to the O-line. None of this happens without a solid foundation of an O-line, and they've done a great job tonight. Number 4, Peterson, who we were just mentioning, comes to the bottom of your screen. 3rd and 11 for the Titans, and they're trying to get a jump, which they do not. Snap handed off to number 8, Thornburg.
It is another run and short pickup here.
With a little over 2.5 minutes to go, they will be at a 4th down. Looks like it should go all the way, no, just short of the 2-minute warning. U-High, 4th and 9. Looks like the offense is staying on the field. I don't know if they're going to try to get it or just try to waste as much time as they can, or maybe go and try to get the defense to jump off sides, which we have seen. There is only 3 seconds left on the play clock, and they take the penalty, I believe. I haven't seen the flag, but yeah, there it goes.
A flag.
And you take the penalty, take the 5 yards, and I guess they're going to punt the ball away and try to stop Ridgeline right here. It looks like there's no 2-minute warning, however. So excuse me for that. 4th and 14 for the Titans, and it looks like they'll be punting the ball with number 18, Jamison Murphy, and number 26, Colton Skinner, in the backfield to return the punt.
Yeah, they put 2 in the backfield this time. I don't think they're gonna try. They're gonna go for the block, obviously, but I think they are trying to set up a good return here, get some great field position, give Colton Peel a chance.
I'd like to see Colton, even if they can't win the game, I'd like to see Colton take some more shots downfield. The last 2 drives haven't led to much, but honestly, I can't blame it on him. There was a couple plays where it was possible, but due to a surprise coverage or a receiver not turning around, it just quick 3 and outs on both of the last 2 possessions.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns for Colton Peel throwing, but also 2 interceptions. I wonder if those 2 interceptions could have been a factor in making this game just a little bit closer.
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard to think that they wouldn't be. U-High doing the same thing where they motion in the punt formation. The punt is out. Looks like Colton Skinner misses the ball, picks up the ball, gets out, and he's taken down around the 10 or 11 for an 89 yards of field before he can get to the end zone. Good, honestly, good move by Colton Skinner there. He missed the initial catch, but then he turned around, grabbed it. I thought that would have been more of a bobbly catch, but he did grab it, did a quick spin move, and broke a couple tackles before getting brought down at the 11.
So the ball will be on the 13, so that's 90, 85, and 87 now.
87.
A lot of yards to go here. Again, and great punting from U-High.
Protection is solid. A quick throw to number 18, Jamison Murphy, who quickly gets out of bounds. That's what you need right now, Landon.
Yeah, with no timeouts, you got to just use that sideline as much as possible. Preserve any time that there is.
You can see U-High's dropping 3 back, as well as having people locked up on receivers. So it's hard to take shots downfield, as we've seen in the last 2 drives. Colton there, number 18, Jamison Murphy again. He does get out of bounds to stop the clock at 1 minute and 39 seconds remaining in this football game. A first down for the Falcons.
Great play there, breaking the tackle and still managing to get out of bounds. You just love to see that fight from Jamison Murphy, and what a great play.
I mean, he caught the ball in the middle of the field and ran 25 yards just to get out of bounds. So good play by number 18 there. It's a similar look, and he's going slightly deeper, and it's just out of bounds, just out of reach there for.
Incomplete pass to bring up second down.
2nd and 10 for the Falcons.
But smart play there, putting it to the sideline and making sure U-High has no chance of even getting a finger on that one.
I agree, and that's one thing that I think has been completely overlooked about Colton Peel. He is really, really good at putting the ball over safeties and into receivers' hands, and even maybe in front of receivers' hands because he doesn't want to risk a pick. He's done a great job of that, and I don't believe he gets enough credit. A deep ball, as I say that, does out of bounds, but is picked off by the safety, intended for number 23, Camden Arnold.
And once again, double coverage there. Colton has a lot of protection in the pocket, and it's sad to see him having to force some of these throws with so little time left.
And, I don't think that taking deep shots right now will work, unfortunately, unless, at least not on the sideline. You can see these safeties guarding the outside receiver and 20 yards off of them, waiting for the deep ball, waiting for that route, and that's why you had the quick success with Jamison Murphy on the quick route. There it is. Is that intercepted?
It is intercepted again. Quadruple coverage there. 2 receivers in the area, Henry Rogers and Jamison Murphy.
2 receivers directly next to each other. It is picked off by number 6 for the U-High Titans, and that should seal the game. Noah Garcia.
An old Falcon, wow.
Falcon, that has to be big for him. The Ridgeline team probably hates to see that. Number 6, Noah Garcia with the interception. Great play by Noah to get in front of the receiver, to get his hands around the football. That was a great catch by him, and that should seal the game with no timeouts remaining by Ridgeline and a first down. There we go. We take a knee.
I believe Colton had his eyes on Rogers that entire play because it looked to be in the top of your screen, Camden Arnold. He looked to be open.
Did he?
Yeah, he was jumping up in the air, waving his hand, so I think he might have been just had a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, and when you have so much success with one guy and Henry Rogers, and then you have a backup receiver in Camden Arnold, if you do have to have your eyes on one guy tonight, I would say keep your eyes on Henry Rogers. So I can't blame him for that, and it's up the seam. He's already tried the outside with Riley Owens, with Camden Arnold, so you don't want to keep throwing the same ball and making the same mistakes. So I can't blame Colton for that, but yeah, if you make your reads and you find an open man, absolutely, like you said, if he was open, should have hit him. And there it is. That's a game. U-High will come out on top, 27-14. U-High will advance to 4-3, while the Falcons will drop to 2-5 on the season. lots of emotions in this game, Landon. A lot of the coaches that have been switched over to U High from Ridgeline. Noah, a couple other players have come to U High from Ridgeline. It's a big game for both of these teams, and U High will get a win on their homecoming night. We'll be right back with some post-game report. All right, welcome back, friends. Landon, give us a quick report on what happened with Ridgeline and what they could have done better and what they did well of to end with 14 points tonight.
I thought their defense did especially amazing on that run game. At the beginning, after falling 13-0, they never looked back and kept it close that entire game. So defense looking very good. Colton Peel looking very good in the pocket, passing with his head up, but also 3 interceptions, 2 in the second half, did not help them out very much.
Yeah, and I completely agree with all that. But this U High team, they did wonderful. I mean, let's go right back to the first half. They did a great job running the football before Ridgeline could really adjust to number 8 Thornburg and number 22 MacArthur. They were doing a great job getting 8 yards of carry with their running game, getting upfield, making big plays like that. But then also the sophomore, number 4, Peterson, with the receptions that he had, the touchdown he had, the long play with an amazing catch that he had, and also the great throws by number 12, Sauter, who did a great job of on that deep ball, putting it over the DB and right into the hands of Peterson. So that's a really big highlight for this U High team. One thing that I wish would have happened with the U High team in the second half, they were playing from the lead, so they didn't have to take risks. But they did, their defense was allowing longer runs and Jackson Feeser to get down the field more. However, it didn't matter as much because they didn't have to run the ball because they were at such a deficit. So, but overall, U High looked great. They did great pressuring the quarterback. They did great swallowing up the runs. Their coverage was really good with 3 interceptions tonight, correct? That's great, and it's a big win for them. But we appreciate you joining in tonight. Colton, any final words?
I was just saying how the tension this entire game, you could tell from both teams. It was definitely a battle out there, and it was a fun one to watch.
Absolutely. All right, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week at home. Have a great night.